extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Comes back the way down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli's in, shoots, scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Comes to Zent, he's all alone. Slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside, step back, Heinert, and she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Gross crosses over, fake the pass, flips it up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie.
Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to another PSP broadcast. The number one ranked Century Patriot girls are riding a 41-game winning streak dating back to March of 2020. Can the Lady Sabres of Legacy High School be giant killers like they were back in January 16th, 2019 when they stopped Century's 42-game winning streak? I'm Chuck Claremont alongside my longtime friend and broadcast partner Todd Domries. We're in Olson Gymnasium where we have the Patriots and the Sabres. Tonight, we got a great matchup. TD, and welcome back. Welcome back to basketball. Let's start from there. As you've been kind of hanging out in the hockey arena, you've been hanging out in the pool, and then we bring you back to good old the basketball court.
And thanks to the PSP Network for letting us do this stuff, right? You got a chance to get on the wrestling mat, not yourself get on the wrestling mat, but you know what I mean figuratively, right? Right. But how about the cool things that we get to do here on the PSP Network? We got a great basketball doubleheader tonight, but we've had some swimming, we've had some hockey, and it's just been a great time. And so, Chuck, that game back in 2019 that ended the big streak for the Century Patriots. I was here that night, and
me too.
It was a sweep that night for the Legacy Sabres, and if there's one team in the WDA that seems to have had Century's number over the years, it has been the Legacy Sabres. Now, it's still a tall task, obviously number one in undefeated Century, but sometimes the stars align, right?
Yeah, and you take a look at that poll, as you mentioned that, Todd. The girls ranked number one right now at 15-0, the Patriots. Minot's at 13-2. Actually, I don't know if that's updated or not. Let me make sure that is. Minot, they're at 13-2 overall, 12-2 in the West Region. Cheyenne is number 3. That's an interesting conversation to have some point today, TD. And then Bismarck High, they won last night. They're actually 12-3. Davies at 14-2. Then Red River's getting votes. And the boys said we'll talk about that later on tonight. So tonight, Legacy, while they're not getting any votes, for some reason, Todd, they've kind of been a giant killer they've had the Patriots numbers. They have nobody in the top 10 of basically anything in when you talk statistic category, but it just seems like for some reason this Legacy team has something with the Patriots.
Yeah, and I think it starts with their coach. I mean, Jim Petrick has had a formula that has worked against Century, and the biggest thing that I've seen over the years is Legacy doesn't turn the basketball over. They did the last time these two teams played. Century forced 26 turnovers, and it changed the game completely. But Legacy's been the one team that has not turned it over, has not let Century get out in transition, not get easy baskets. They make Century play half court, and when you do that, you give yourself a chance. And on those nights, Legacy's, in some respects, had the upper hand. So I expect a hard-fought ball game tonight, even though this was a kind of a blowout the last time these two teams played, a 30-point win for Century. I expect this one to be just right down and be a dogfight.
Yeah, the Patriots won 72-42 back on January 13th, and that's that was a 3-game winning streak. It was the third time the Patriots had won, and ultimately they won a couple times last year, actually twice last year. But the year before that, in 1920, that's when the Patriots lost to Legacy 3 times. So that's kind of the part where Legacy, I don't know, maybe they don't have that stigma against the Patriots like so many teams do. They feel like they can beat the Patriots. So many teams step on the floor and feel like, hey, it's over, they're number one ranked.
Yep.
So one thing we're going to do in the pregame show, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to do a little player profile on a couple individual players. We're going to do a profile on Halen Weigel for the Legacy Sabres, and then the home court Century Patriots. We'll do one on Eden Fridley. We'll take our first break in the PSP Network, and when we come back, we'll have more on Century and Legacy high school basketball on the PSP Network.
The best part about working at the International Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Back at Lynette Olson Gymnasium, Chuck Claremont alongside Todd Domries. Now you're Tom. Todd Domeries. I think I've called you a lot of things. I don't think I've ever called you Tom before.
I get Tom once in a while.
Have you?
Yep.
Somebody slurring? Is it like late in the evening when you get called Tom?
Yep. Sometimes it turns into Jeffrey Dahmers by the end of the night.
I suppose. Welcome back to Leonard Olson Gymnasium, where the number 1 ranked Century Patriots, undefeated at 15-0, are riding a 41-game winning streak. They'll take on the 10-6 Legacy Sabres. And first off, we're going to do Eden Fridley for the Century Patriots. TD?
The Energizer Bunny, right? Sets the tone on the defensive end for the Patriots. She's that gal that just goes on-ball pressure and has a scoring punch when she needs it, averaging 6.7 a night. Obviously a valuable contributor on a state championship track team, state championship volleyball team, and hey, just a sophomore, but Eden Fridley's got good basketball IQ and is doing great things for the Century Patriots here early on in the season.
Yeah, she's a tremendous athlete, and that's one of those pieces that up in Minot really was big between Autumn Kettering and Eden Fridley on the defensive side. To me, that was right the key to that basketball game. And then we turn the tables on the other side to the Sabres and their senior point guard and shooting guard, I should say, Halen Weigel. She's 5'8", and she's a senior. And TD, she is a shooter.
Yeah, 100%. And, leads the team with 23 made threes on the season, and it just seems like she picks the right spots, right? 14 points against Mandan, and the last time these two teams played, she just came off a big game, and but Century's a team that is going to give you some opportunities like that because you're going to pay a lot of attention to Alyssa Eckroth. You're going to pay a lot of attention to Blazek because Century's undersized. It's going to give kids like Halen Weigel the opportunity to do her thing from the perimeter, and 6 threes, against Century, and so she's got the good feeling against the Patriots, and the Legacy Sabres are going to need that again tonight.
Yeah, Halen Weigel, a senior. So those two are our player spotlights. Halen Weigel from the Legacy Sabres and Eden Fridley from the Century Patriots. Todd, let's take a look at the rest of the players on these two basketball teams. Let's take a look at the standings first of all, as that's a big discussion when we look at this West region, as right now Century's sitting atop at 14-0, then Minot's in second at 12-2, Bismarck High 11-3, and then come the everybody else when you're looking at Legacy, Mandan, Jamestown. I mean, all those teams at 9-6 and 8-6 in Jamestown. So I mean, the end of this season, when you're looking at the top 5, make it for sure. The last 6 have to go into those play-in games. Yep. Man, it sets up for some good basketball and some important basketball before the end of the season.
Yeah, you've kind of got some tiers developing, right? You got Century, Minot, Bismarck High kind of in that upper tier, and then Legacy and Mandan and Jamestown in that middle tier. So, it's a big game for every team, right? But boy, tonight, we haven't talked about it yet, Chuck, but out of the lineup tonight for the Century Patriots is Logan Nisley. And so you take a first-team All-Stater back-to-back out of the lineup for the Century Patriots, and Legacy sitting here at 4th in the standings at 9-6. A huge opportunity in front of the Sabres tonight without the Patriots' best player on the court.
Yeah, you mentioned Logan Nisley. Let's just talk about that one. As Nisley, she injured her ankle up in Minot, and she missed the last 14 minutes of an extremely close basketball game as Century pulled out a close one. They ended up winning 56-46, but it was a lot closer than that. And, some other girls stepped up. Defensively really was the key. Only gave up 46 points to Minot. Held some of their star players down to 5 points is all Fricky had. I think Lundy just had maybe 6 on the night. And so ultimately they turned it to the defense. But with Nisley out, she's not only out today, they're talking about she's probably going to be out. She missed the game on Tuesday against Jamestown. She'll miss the game tonight, then probably miss the game on next Tuesday as well. So, but they do expect her back before the end of the season against Mandan and Minot, as it is a high ankle sprain. But they also have another injury, TD, which is way more severe than that.
Yeah, Hallie Mattern is out for the season, leg injury, and that's a loss because you just don't find those senior contributors laying around the gym, laying around the school. And so when you lose a kid like that, that's going to leave a mark. And, if there's one team that's deep enough to probably overcome that, it's probably the Century Patriots. But nonetheless, there's role players and there's players that provide points. Hallie Matter would fit into more of that role player, kind of a defensive specialist, comes in, gives you good minutes. And, that's a couple big losses tonight for Century.
Yeah, it takes a chip surely out of your depth when you take 2 people out for this basketball game. So even adding more flavor to that when you're talking about that 41-game winning streak, it sure is putting, some more of the dominoes or some more of the chess pieces, as you mentioned, Todd, over towards the Legacy Sabres side. Lots more to talk about. We'll dig in. We got about 4 minutes here before we count down to the national anthem and the opening lineups. As, again, fans, remember tonight's game is brought to you by the Medicine Shop of Bismarck. They're proud to support local athletics. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery, and you can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop, as well as Chuppy Clinic of Bismarck. Chuppy Clinic offers more than just basic alignments of the spine. Chuppy Clinic is concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient and offers care and services to meet the greater demands of current health needs. Find them online at chuppy.com. We'll take a Hub International Insurance timeout on the floor. When we come back, we will talk a little bit more about these two basketball teams as you're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
So about ready for about 2 minutes left in the pregame. I'm Chuck Claremont and Todd Domries, and we got our cameraman John Haugen, and proud papa is John Haugen. His son is one of the cheerleaders for the Legacy Sabres tonight, and you'll probably see some ISOs maybe on occasion. That's okay, though. We like that. We're here to basically open up all athletes, right? Whether they're cheerleaders, whether they're basketball players, you name it. So it's awesome to get a little extra perspective when we're doing swimming, we're doing wrestling. Hey, we're even getting a little bit of cheerleading tonight.
Dang right.
So I got to like that. And thanks to Brendan Beater for getting us set up tonight from the production side. Back up in our studios in the Minot wherever. I guess he's in a gymnasium, I think at District 12, as a matter of fact, where he's really sitting at tonight. So District 12 is also on the PSP Network, as Scott Cattell's been on all day for that. And then he'll be on tonight and tomorrow as well on the PSP Network. Join us tomorrow as well at 10 o'clock. Scott Woodmansey will have his it's overtime with Scott Woodmansey. That'll be also in the PSP Network. We'll talk a lot more about that as we're winding down in the pregame. Let's kind of look at this Legacy team. As we talked a little bit, Todd, about Halen Weigel, but it doesn't end with Halen Weigel. One thing to me is, while they don't have maybe that it player, they don't have the Logan Nisley or the maybe the Bergen Kinnerbrew, but I mean, collectively, they're a solid basketball team.
Yeah, and they've made some changes. Barry Hill, the last time that we had Legacy, Chuck, was not in the starting lineup, so Mia has earned her way into that starting five, and I think that's probably well-deserved. The other kid that has been playing real well for Legacy that we've commented on multiple times, Elise Blazic, is a very productive player on the court for Legacy. And then obviously you pretty much know what you're going to get on a night in and night out basis from Melissa Eckroth, leading scorer on the team, and Brina Sand, the all WDA volleyball player, and gets you good things on a night in and out basis. We talked about Halen Weigel already, and then you get productions from Addison Sagasser, and you get Donauer coming off the bench, and you get Weiler coming off the bench, you get McPherson coming off the bench, and others. And so, hey, Legacy, they've got a good scheme going and playing good basketball. 10-6 on the season, 9-6 in WDA play.
Yeah, they had a 3-game winning streak. It was stopped by Minot as they played up in Minot on the 8th, 70-55. And so it's a Legacy team playing very well with a little bit of confidence. And as you mentioned that, Todd, moving Maya Berryhill into the starting lineup. So we will take our national anthem break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. You're listening to PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before. But that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Starting lineups are getting ready to be announced. Here is a nice rendition of the national anthem. I didn't get the names, TD, but it was a little like a trio or a quartet.
It's like we were at Hoosiers. It was like we were at Butler Fieldhouse for Hickory High.
There you go.
South Bend Central.
Yeah, you don't got a bad crowd kind of getting going here. I suspect by the time you get to the boys' Legacy and the number 2 ranked Century Patriots, we're going to get a lot more crowd, people kind of filing in tonight. So let's take a look at the Legacy Sabres. As we take a look at their starting guard is Halen Waggle, as we talked about her. She's 5'8" and she's a senior. And one of the forwards is 5'10", Brina Sand. She's 5'10" and a senior, averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds. At one of the other guards, or the forwards, is a junior, 6-foot junior, Alyssa Eckroth, averaging 14 points a game, leading this Legacy Sabres, and 6 rebounds, getting her first start of the season, a 5'7" sophomore, Mia Berryhill. And then in the post, a senior post is 5'10" senior Elise Blazik, averaging 5 points and 6 rebounds a game for the Patriots. The starters for the Century Patriots will go like this. Eden Fridley will be one guard. She's a 5'9" junior or sophomore, averaging 7 points a game. Delaney Clark will get her second start of the season, starting in place of the junior Logan Nisley, out on an injury, as we talked about that. Autumn Ketterling will be one of the other guards at 5'8". She's a senior. Bergen Kinnerbrew will be a forward at 5'11", and she's a junior, averaging 17 points a game. Abby Fletcher will be the 5th starter. She's 5'9", and she's a senior. It'll be Fridley, Clark, Ketterling, Kinnerbrew, and Fletcher for the Patriots, and it'll be Weigel, Sand, Eckroth, Berryhill, and Blazik for the Legacy Sabres. TD, some quick keys to the game potentially, or a key to the game?
I would be surprised tonight if you don't see some sort of junk defense a little bit out of Legacy. They really like to play man-to-man. Boy, without Listy on the lineman, I might try a little box and one or something on Bergen Kinnerbrew and see if I can really force Century's hand in that regard. And the other thing that jumps off the page for me is you get kids tonight like Autumn Ketterling, Abby Fletcher, Eden Fridley, Delaney Clark getting the start tonight. These kids have kind of been hanging in the wings. They defer a lot. And now it's a chance tonight to really kind of grab the bull by the horns offensively. And I would expect one or more of those are going to play well tonight.
Andrew Fisher throws the ball up, and the tip is controlled by Brina Sand. She tipped it to a Patriot and then went right back to Kinnerbrew. So Kinnerbrew will have it. Man-to-man defense by the Sabres. Fridley back in the corner. She gets it back in that deep right corner. Tries to drive, but good stop there by Berryhill. Ketterling, guarded by Blazik. Nice little dribble drive. Kicked out to the corner, going to be tipped away by Halen Weigel, but ball will stay with the Patriots. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Good job. That first defensive possession is Legacy just getting that ball stuck on one side of the court and not letting Century reverse it.
Inbound is Clark. Let's get the ball into Kinnerbrew. Kinnerbrew, they're both double, triple teaming her. Nice block shot inside by Blazik, but got to come through with that right hand, kind of volleyball spike. I think she probably hit Kinnerbrew in the face, and it's going to be a foul called for Blazik. Good block, TD, but you got to stop it. You got to keep it straight up, right?
Yeah, and
she's hurt.
I like she got popped pretty good, and I think they're going to give her a second to collect her bearings a little bit. The worst place to get hit is right in the bridge of the nose, too, and I think that's exactly what happened.
Little water coming on the eyes, probably potentially a little bit there, and
yep.
As everybody kind of stopped, it was kind of quiet right there. His first free throw is up and in for Bergen Kinnerbrew. You can pretty much book 17-plus points for her every night.
She's been so consistent the entire season.
Second free throw was up and good for Kinnerbrew. 2-0 on the, I was going to call it something that was last year, TD. I will make sure I call it the BNC Bank scoreboard. I should know by now, as it's 2-0, 17-23 just underway. Century, of course, is going to play man-to-man. Inside to Sand, a reach around from Ketterling. Almost a foul, but officials did not call it. Knocked it out of bounds and off of a Sabre. So the Patriots will get control.
I'm looking at Coach Petrick right away because I'm like, man, usually when you're playing post defense and you reach around from behind like that's an automatic foul, but Legacy was the not the beneficiary there.
Corner to Fletcher, long three from that left baseline and ringing up for Abby Fletcher.
Yeah, nice draw and kick by Bergen Kinnebrew, and that's what Fletcher does. 12 made threes on the season.
5-0, Patriots early on. Eckroth right down Broadway, wide open in the corner is Weigel. Weigel tries to answer, does not get it, but a good rebound inside by Eckroth. Set it back up high is a left-hander, Berryhill. Between the legs, up high now to Blazik. Blazik's guarded by Kinnebrew, throws it off to Weigel. Sand with the pretty pink shoes, crosses over, good switch there by Ketterling. Stopped her. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Now Berryhill, crossover, pull up from three. That goes in for Berryhill. Give her three.
And that's a big time move right there. Shot clock driving down, and you do the crossover, step back, and bury it.
Patriots lead by 2, 5-3 early on. 16 minutes here in the first half. Chuck Claremont and Todd Domrey's in the call for you. Fletcher, now to Fridley. Fridley, she'll pull up from three, not afraid to pull it. A little tipped away by Sand, but controlled by the Patriots. Now Fletcher, they set something up. Shot clock under 10. Ooh, nice spin move there by Ketterling. She hangs, doesn't get it, but offensive rebound goes to Kinnebrew. Crossover dribble up with the left hand. Cannot get it to go. Rebound by Blazik. Legacy looks 2-on-1. Pulls for Weigel. Three-pointer. Nothing but net for Weigel.
I like the decision. Weigel's in transition. It has a 2-on-1, but the Century defense collapsed, and Weigel just got her feet set and took her time and knocks down a transition three.
And Legacy will take their first lead of the game at 6-5. 15 minutes, 20 seconds in the first half. Sand and Ketterling with the pretty shoes. Now they're going to be a hold underneath. We'll see who they're going to call. I think they're going to call it on Weigel potentially. She's kind of smiling. Officials coming over. Yeah, it is going to be a hold as Halen Weigel gets her first foul. Checking in the basketball game will be Lydia Simmons.
I like that. Hey, first foul of the night, second foul of the night, check that, and you already get an early smirk. I love it.
Doesn't take long, right? Yeah, you love it, all right.
I'm going to just say, hey, if somebody raises their hands.
It isn't going to happen. Three-point attempt in the right wing, and that one is good by Autumn Ketterling.
Yeah, so early on, Chuck, you got a 3 by Fletcher now and a 3 by Ketterling, and the supporting cast can really produce when called upon.
8-6 down the right side is Eckroth. Ball's going to go off of Simmons as checking in the basketball game for the Sabres is the 6'3 freshman Brooklyn Felkley. Patriots lead by 2, just under 15 minutes. Now checking in, Simmons is going to limp off.
Yeah, she got tangled up in that defensive rebound and twisted her ankle a little bit.
Checking in now will be Zoe Austin, the freshman, almost thrown away. Now it is going to be thrown away, stolen by Fletcher. She looks, and a great pass in for the streaking Fridley. Missed a layup. Control goes back to the Patriots. Up high to Fletcher. Now to the right side to Fridley. She sets it up. Coming off a screen is Austin. Back out in the corner to Ketterling. Can she hit back-to-back threes? No good, but rebound ripped down by Austin. Going to be tipped away, pulled down by Felkley. Over to Eckroth.
Letting them play a little bit on that defensive glass.
Got to like it. Inside, little ball fake. Inside for the Patriots, Leah Selinsky, excuse me. Going to be out of bounds. Another turnover for the Patriots for the Sabres.
Yeah, just get bad spacing there, Chuck. You got too many people on the strong side and trying to make a little pocket pass. Oh, and then a giveaway by Century.
Oh, and then losing control is Selinsky. Patriots will retain possession. Shot clock at 27. I think I saw somebody else check in too, Todd.
Yeah.
Is it Dunauer? Kelly Dunauer?
Kelly Dunauer, yep.
Yeah, Dunauer for the Sabres. Fridley down the corner. Fletcher, she will not be afraid to pull that one. Back out to Fridley, driving down the middle on the corner. Little spinner for Clark, no good. Good box out by Dunauer. Pushes up to Eckroth, crossover dribble, now spin. Now right into the face of Fletcher, Clark. Great defense. On a little leak out is Kinnebrew down the right side. Right-handed layup is up and in for Kinnebrew.
Ooh, that could have been an and one, too. Kinnebrew with the quick little sneaky scoop to the hoop there and got a little body. And Coach Wellstead saying, hey, wait a minute, that should be an and one.
10-6, Patriots up by 3, 13-30 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. number one ranked Patriots, 41-game winning streak. Another steal, third turnover for the Sabres. Three-point attempt is no good from that left wing for Ketterling, and now digging in against Dunauer is going to be both Austin and Clark. Take your pick. Official will give it to Delaney Clark, her first foul. First team foul for the Patriots, 13-10. The first half, Patriots lead the Sabres 10-6. Say, fans, if you just joined us, thanks to the sponsors, Tires Plus. When shopping for tires, shop for Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with guaranteed lowest prices. Shop Tires Plus. Full court pressure for the Patriots. They pull it off. Sand looks back to Coach Petrick and says, what are we calling, Coach? Said, get it in the corner to Lasik. She's going to drive down the middle. You're going to find a wide open Selinsky. She's going to miss a three.
Good play, Coach. Hey, you got a good shot. You know, here's the interesting thing for me, Chuck. You know, Zoe Austin is getting big minutes tonight for Century already. And
what a move down the right side. Fake shot on Selinsky, and then a burst down the right side. Foul by Selinsky. Good move there by, what is her pops call her?
Turbo?
Turbo. And she put her in turbo, flew right by Selinsky on that one.
Almost got away with a little shuffle the puppies at the top of that, too.
Actually, I thought she did, TD. I thought she traveled. Officials let that one go. First free throw attempt is up and in for Fridley. She'll get to have another one. 11-6. Can she make it 12? Oh, that's a bank. hit the backboard first. And it did not go in, though. It was a little flat. 11-6. 5-point lead for the Patriots. Fletcher will come in. She got a smile on her face there.
Yeah.
Was it a little yife? Was that what it was?
I don't know. It was long.
Rebound. Going to be tipped out by Austin, and she just dives on the floor. Scrumming at the 28-foot line. Pulled down by Selinsky. Selinsky, nice drive down the middle, and she's going to be fouled. Reaching, I think it's going to be Selinsky. There'll be two free throws for Selinsky. Boy, just got a head rush. Where'd that come from? Looking up, looking down through my glasses. I think distance, looking in the distance, looking down through my glasses, just got a quick head rush. Slow down, right?
When Leah Selinsky, had double figures against Bismarck High, and a night we win. She had a couple quiet games in a row, and all of a sudden had a big 10. And I like her aggressiveness here tonight. Didn't settle for an open three after missing one, and a little shot fake and go right down Broadway.
She misses the first free throw. Second one up is up and in for Selinsky, so she makes one of two. 11-7, Patriots lead it. Checking in. Fridley she just had a laugh to go out and ice that shoulder after that shot put attempt in the second free throw.
Well, I was watching Abby Fletcher came off a moment ago, and on the Century bench, she didn't even sit down. She got about 30 seconds standing time, like Muhammad Ali standing over there, and then she went right back in.
Austin gets it tapped out, but right to Fridley. Fridley now up high to Ketterling. Ketterling, they're way off of her. She hit her three earlier. Fletcher dribble drive, reach in, now left-handed pass out to Austin. Good drive by the freshman off the glass, and cannot get it to roll. Leak out is Sand. Sand one-on-one against Clark. Up and under, left-handed move is no good. She tips it out, though. Can they track it down? Oh, it's going to be picked up by Austin, and the speedy Austin blocked out of bounds from behind by Dunauer.
Hey, man, yeah, rise up, Century fans. I mean, this is Zoe Austin, the ninth grader. I mean, she hasn't scored yet, Chuck, but she's been all over the place. Had a hustle play at the 28-foot line a moment ago. It's got a couple rebounds already and is just in attack mode.
Gets a nice round of applause by the fans as she comes out. Ball shoved inside to Clark, but Clark's going to be blocked from behind as Berryhill's checked back in for the Sabres. In the corner, Weigel, high arcing three. Iniani over, caught right by the weak side by Selinsky. Chalk up Weigel for the assist.
Yeah. It's always hardest one to block out on is the air ball, right?
Lasik, I'm sorry, not Selinsky. I gave it to Lasik. I called her Selinsky. Papa is going to say, hey, wait a minute, that's my daughter. Nice move. I think she stepped out of bounds. Good, aggressive defense by Sand, forcing that turnover.
Ketterling saying, hey, wait a minute, I might have had a little hip check there that helped me and usher me out of bounds, but I actually think that was pretty good defense there by Brina Sand, and he was trying to do a little too much.
Touchdown, baseball pass to Berryhill, and that was almost one of those jobbers' move of the game, TD, but she missed the right-hand layup.
Yeah, the move of the game might have been the hustle by Turbo, Eden Fridley, to get back in and make it not an uncontested layup.
Good hustle on the speedy track star, Fridley. She has the basketball now on that right side. 11-9. Patriots lead by 2. Jump shot by, violent jump shot by Ketterling. She's laughing, but she's wide open on that right side, but she's not afraid. Shoots another one. That's called confidence as she hits it from 15.
It's just, hey, just got to concentrate a little harder. After I airbanked the last one, I'm going to just eyeball that back rim and knock it down from 15.
Got to laugh at yourself sometimes.
Yep.
Laugh it off. Berryhill.
Michael Jordan missed half of his shots.
Here we go. Right side is Ekroth. She loves that drive on the right side. Throws it off the backboard, but it's going to be hammered from behind. That's going to be a foul on Abby Fletcher. Third team foul.
Well, no, I was just kind of thinking to myself, boy, if your legacy, here we're almost 8 minutes into the game and you got 10 points, now 10 points, 9, now 10. You got to get Ekroth going.
Yeah.
If you're the Sabres, she's that one kind of consistent offensive force that you have for legacy.
I'm surprised sometimes they don't post her up more. Second free throw by the red-shoed Ekroth as she hits it. 14-point-a-game average for Ekroth as Lasik will take a seat and Felkley will step in.
Hey, do you have 2 more guys that are as cool as a cucumber on the sideline than Jim Petrick and Nate Wellstead? I mean,
no excitement there.
Those guys are pretty stoic, right?
They got to make up for the next crew with Horner and Mattern, right?
Good point.
Shot attempt in that corner by Fridley is no good. Rebound pushed the other side. Weigel pulls it out instead of going a 3-on-2. Trail inside, post up by Felkley. Good, strong post up. Fouled by Ketterling. I like it. Find the block, right? Get it to the big.
Well, yeah, you got 6'1" against 5'8", and some folks say that's a mouse in the house. And Felkley did a good job of working for position, and all of a sudden, check, that's 2 now on Autumn Ketterling.
13-11, Sabres have it. Now they post up inside, just what we talked about, but great hands by Kinnebrew, and she's going to push. 2-on-2, little hesitation dribble. Back out, looks inside. Over Felkley, she definitely adjusted that shot. Long. Now on the right side, what a great job running the floor by Felkley, and the layup is up and in.
That's awesome.
Chalk that one down, TD. Remember that one. You get a block or an adjustment deep on the one side, 92 feet later, you get a layup.
Yeah, huge post run there. I mean, that's putting them up, picking them up and putting them down.
And we got a tie basketball game. As we got a little bouncy camera going on, apparently. I think people are jumping on our inside. It goes to Felkley. Felkley turns and throws it off the glass. Felkley back-to-back buckets will take a timeout as the BNC Bank scoreboard has it 15-13. Sabres have the lead. You're listening to the PSP Network and high school basketball.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Back at the Lynette Olson Gymnasium, Todd Domries and Chuck Claremont and John Haugen in the camera. As we had to settle down some excited fans as they're on our platform. 15-13, Sabres lead by 2. Simmons is in the basketball game. She goes to the baseline, and this time they catch Sand in the hip check out of bounds, TD.
Yep.
Oh,
Sand got away with it. Sagasser was the one who they whistled. Yep.
Sorry, I was looking down at the shoes. That'll be Sagasser's first personal. Sagasser, a 5'8 junior. Kinnebrew, nice man-to-man. Step through, wild shot, great defense by Selinsky. Sabres look to run. Right down the right side is Ekroth. She misses the shot, but they're going to call a foul. Who are they going to call a foul on?
I think it's going to be a charge on Ekroth.
I can't tell exactly what it is.
Yep.
I don't know if I like that one, Todd.
I think Kinnebrew was there, Chuck, but
she might have been underneath.
She almost gave it a little too much. Like, I got hit and a little Vladi Divac.
Right, exactly. Got away with it. Fletcher passes up to 3. Ekroth stays off of her. 15-13. Sabres lead it by 2. Berryhill guarding Kinnebrew. Oh, it falls down. Now it's Selinsky. 3-point attempt. Bank shot. BNC bank shot right there by Fridley. I don't think she called it, but hey, she didn't care. I'm going to write her down as 3.
I guarantee you from that angle, she was not trying to bank that one.
Long 3, 16-15, lead back to the Patriots. 8 minutes in this game, and almost a push from behind by Fletcher. Pull up from 15 as Ekroth hits the front of the rim, trickles over and in.
This looks to me like, Chuck, one of these games that if it's played slow and in the paint, it's huge advantage tonight, Legacy. If it's played in a breakneck pace, full court variety, then it's going to be advantage Century.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Pace is a big deal. That's definitely one of the keys to the game. As back the other side was Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew took it right inside. She's going to be fouled. Foul inside by Berryhill. Her first team foul, or first foul, I should say. Kinnebrew's not going to miss too many free throws. She misses the first of the 2-shot free throw. 5 points for Ketterling. She leads the Patriots. Kinnebrew has 4. Fridley has 1. I guess Fridley has 4 now. Abby Fletcher hit a 3 early in the basketball game. And now 1 for Bergen Kinnebrew. Fans staying tuned for the halftime as our Legacy Financial Planners halftime sponsor. Their private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Service, LLC. Visit them at planwithlfp.com. Again, Ekroth on the right side. She's living there. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Lasik as she's trying to get that offensive rebound. All tied at 17. Third, I guess the second tie in the game. 7:25 left in the first half. It's been a good one, battling back and forth. These two teams, Patriots undefeated, ranked number 1 in the state of North Dakota, and the Sabres sitting about 4th.
Yeah, if you remember back to the first time these two teams played, 22-22, Chuck, and Century went on a huge run.
Yeah, I think it was 42-22, like a 20-0 run.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens here. Inside to Lasik. Nice give and go by Sand. Sand loses it back to Lasik. Now to Sand in the corner. She drives in the baseline. Off the backboard is no good. Good defense inside by Austin. Man, every time I say Austin's name, good is associated with it.
Yeah, it has been tonight. Legacy's doing a good job of attacking, Chuck, but Century's doing just as good a job contesting on those mid-range type of shots, and Legacy trying to finish around the rim.
Way out to Ekroth. 6:50 left in the first half. 17 all. Sabres and the Patriots. You're listening to Chuck Claremont and Todd Domrey's 3-point attempt in that corner. Oh, a swisher by Alyssa Ekroth. Oh, excuse me, that's Sagasser?
Sagasser, yep.
Oh, man, I keep looking at the long ponytail, the blonde. So Sagasser with the 3.
Yep, did a good job getting her feet set off that weak side dribble drive and attack.
Spin move by Ketterling. She loves that one. About the 3rd time she's done that one tonight. Now Austin, the corner to Fridley. Fridley this time, that's a air ball long. Way down the other side is Sand and a leak out, but good hustle by Zoe Austin. And up and under, left-handed shot by Sand, but she misses it. Great rebound on the weak side by Kinnebrew.
Yeah, Sand is a little snake, but she's had a lot of good looks.
Inside to Fridley, looked like a clean block. The officials are going to say hit her on the left elbow.
It's going to be 2 on Ekroth, too.
Oh, man, I got some dizziness going on with his glasses, TD. If I call the name wrong and you hear me just go fall over, just go ahead and take over. I'll be good. Just give me a couple minutes. As long as I'm breathing. First free throw is no good by Fridley. Fridley's had some struggles. The three she made was a bank three. She airballed the three from the corner, and she had a nice bank shot free throw. That one's long off the back iron. Good blocks out by Lasik. Both free throws missed there. 20-17. Nice trail by Lasik. Oh, that layup is no good. Fletcher with the rebound.
Legacy's missed some bunnies.
Man, got to make those if you're going to defeat number 1 Patriots. And Zoe Austin gets by Dunauer and makes the layup.
Yeah, just a different ability there to kind of collect and finish for Zoe Austin.
That 3-point lead's knocked down to 1, and then there's going to be a turnover as just checking in the basketball game is
Hallie Severson.
Hallie Severson, thanks, TD. Yep. Severson is a 5'9" sophomore. Fletcher, as Fridley is hounded by Berryhill, easily gets it across the timeline. Ooh, nice little dribble drive, kicks out to Fletcher. Fletcher with a three. That's up and no good off the back iron. Another rebound by Lasik. Blasik's going to take it herself. Cross court in the corner to Weigel. Weigel cannot handle it. That's one of those, that's the shortstop, Todd. Either you got to catch it in the air down by your knees, or you better get a shortstop.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad pass. I just think that Weigel got a little too attached to the three-point line, and she was kind of fading to the corner there. And if she would have just grabbed the basketball and maybe taken it on a couple steps on a dribble drive, she'd have been in a much better position versus that short hop just kind of ate her up.
Or better yet, a 3-on-1 break. How about you take a nice diagonal cut from the free throw line. Ketterling.
It's a lost start, the diagonal
cut. It is.
Now we just fade to the corner, Chuck.
Yeah, absolutely. What am I talking about? My bad. Oh, and just a desperate pass inside. Kinnebrew saves it. Out to Fletcher with 3-second shot. Fridley catches the side of the rim. Selinski's pushing. Crossover dribble. Nice blocks and right into the face of Fridley. Now bounce pass over to Lasik. Lasik with the backboarded in.
I don't know how Selinski didn't travel right there, but when she didn't, she found a nice little pocket pass for Lasik.
There is a layup. 22-19. 4:14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard as the Sabres lead the number 1 ranked and 41-game winning streak. Century Patriots. Dribble drive, hesitation, left-handed pass down to Ketterling. 3-point attempt off the front iron. Lasik with another rebound. She's pushing from behind. Here comes Turbo. Left-handed shot. Finally off the backboard. Back out to the left-handed Berryhill. Berryhill off the backboard. Rebound inside. That's off the backboard. And it's going to be a dive on the floor by Selinski, but that right foot was on the out-of-bounds line.
And is there any doubt that Legacy came to play tonight? I mean, it's offensive glass, it's hustle plays, and what's been most impressive for me, Chuck, is when Legacy gets a defensive rebound or a steal, they are flying down the court. I mean, the bigs and everybody is really running the floor nicely for Legacy right now. They're creating opportunities in transition, which is something I didn't really expect to see out of Legacy tonight.
No, it seems like they're sometimes they're doing it, and sometimes they're not. It's what is it? Hey, we get a rebound, we're going to go. I think it's where their coach is just kind of picking and choosing when he's going to call them to take off or what. 22-13, Sabres lead the Patriots. 3:38 in the BNC Bank scoreboard, and it's a left-handed push-off by Kinnebrew. They're going to catch her with the offensive foul against Selinski.
Yeah, and right now I think Bergen's pressing a little bit, Chuck. I mean, you got Logan Nisley out of the lineup a little bit, and Bergen's got a it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bounces of the basketball. Just every time she's got the ball, she got to just pass it off, relocate, get some movement away from the basketball.
Ooh, nice pass inside to Sand. I thought she got hammered by Fridley. They didn't call it. Good rebound by Simmons.
Yeah, she absolutely got jackknifed there.
Slows it down inside to Kinnebrew. Step back off the glass. No good. Rip down rebound by Selinski. Good run out by Felkley. She catches it. Oh, she can't control it. Saves it back out to a 15-footer. Sand. That one almost hit the roof, TD.
Yep. Good hustle by Felkley. I mean, 6'3", run the floor. Had a tough catch, but saved it to a wide-open teammate for the assist.
Look for that one for the Jobbers moving and storage move of the game potentially. 5-point lead on by the Sabres. 29-14 or 19. Fletcher, left-handed shot, wildly tipped over from Weigel. Berryhill pushes. Nobody picks her up in the corner. Can she hit 2 in a row? Sand. That one's going to be, whoa, that's off the top of the backboard. But on the floor is Felkley. Ooh, look at Felkley ripping it inside. Her and Kinnebrew. I like the aggressiveness. Timeout. Get a timeout on the floor. A BNC Bank scoreboard. It's 24 Sabres, Patriots 19. Hub International Insurance timeout on the floor. You're listening to the PSP Network. We got a battle. The number 1 ranked and undefeated Patriots at 15-0. And you look even stronger, 41-game winning streak. Last time they lost was in 2020. Really, that was the start of COVID, TD.
Yeah.
March of 2020, we were sitting there. We called that game. They lost at Devil's Lake in the opening round, 62-54. The Sabres, they stopped that 42-game winning streak. Can they do it again?
Well, I like the mojo that Legacy's playing with here in the first half.
Yeah,
they don't look like they're going anywhere tonight.
No, 24-19. They got a 5-point lead. Selinsky, skip pass over in the corner, drive in the corner. Stopped by Severson. Back out to Dunnar. Left-handed pass, drop step inside to Felkley. She misses the bunny, and Selinsky reaches inside. Kinnebrew goes down.
It's going to be free throws, Chuck. That's that foul 85 feet from the basket. Felkley picks up her first, but we're going to make the long, slow walk to the other end, and Bergen Kinnebrew at the free throw line. That was a good look. I mean, I really like what Donauer did right there. Little shot fake, drew the defense in, made a nice angle in a lane to get a good post entry pass, and put it right on the money for Felkley.
First free throw is up and in by Berryhill. I was checking why I couldn't find her in the stat sheet.
Kinnebrew.
I'm sorry, because I was looking at Berryhill
on
the Sabres. Second free throw is missed by Kinnebrew. Makes 1 of 2, makes it 24-20. Simmons comes in, misses the three-point attempt, but it's going to be tipped right to Clark. Fletcher doesn't take the 26-footer. Nice dump inside to Clark. It's going to be blocked by Severson.
And you can't replicate 6'3". Because, Severson got the block, but it was all because the Felkley was standing there. There's a reason that Severson got the block.
Yeah, completely agree on that one. Trying to get the basketball inside. Safety valve up to Clark. Not a Fletcher. Kinnebrew trying to turn the corner. I don't know if that was horrible defense. I thought that Hallie Severson was right there, maybe just leaning a little bit too hard on that one. Do you got to let her turn the corner?
Yeah, she got caught a little bit hugging Kinnebrew, and, if she'd have been a little bit more help side and up the line a little bit, she would have had a better chance to just deny that good, hard cut from the weak side to the strong side by Kinnebrew.
Yeah, I think that's a great call on that one, Todd. As Kinnebrew, she's shooting 79%, almost 80% in the season. She makes both of them here. She is just making a living, and she's got 6 points of her 8, all from the charity stripe. 24-22 now. The Sabres lead by 2 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 1:40 left in this first half. It's been a battle. Lasik with a 3-point attempt. That's shallow. Rebound pulled down there by Severson. Now over to Lasik. Lasik backs her out. Skip pass over in the corner to Selinsky. Selinsky spin move to the baseline. Right-handed shot. Good contest by Simmons. Just going to run the offense. No set play here. Fletcher. Kinnebrew wants it. Fletcher wants it too. Ooh, backdoor cut by Kinnebrew. Bad pass by Fletcher. Going to be a turnover. Then Kinnebrew's going to get a foul. A little frustrated right there, Todd, as she had the backdoor cut and she was open, but a bad pass by Fletcher.
Yeah, just one of those basketball plays right there, and I think it's a good job of Coach Wellstead to get Bergen out of the game a little bit. Just let her calm down a second, but she was really working hard without the basketball, but then when Fletcher decided to throw the basketball to her, it was right down at the shoe tops, and that's the hardest pass to catch.
And then I like what Maddie Buck did when the assistant coach, Todd. She walked down, just kind of talked to Bergen, just kind of said, you're all right, settle down, you'll be fine. Under a minute now left in the first half. Drives the baseline at Sagister. She misses the layup. In the corner, Berryhill, three-pointer is in!
Rebounds, second chances, creating opportunities for Legacy.
Berryhill, 2 3-pointers. She has 6 points. 5-point lead. Still have to, one more possession. That's an eeny over for Fletcher. She gets taken out in the front row. She's looking like, hey, wait a minute. Slowly coming back. Berryhill, as Fletcher comes kind of the hide from behind, almost steals it away. Just one shot is what Coach Petrix, what's he going to call? Under 10 now. Donauer, dribble drive against Simmons. Inside to Solinsky. Solinsky gets bodied up by Zoe Austin. The ball's on the floor, and that's how the first half's going to end. As we got a battle, the number 1 Patriots, they trail by 5. We're now going to enter the Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. Work with Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisor practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Together, you'll develop a customized plan for your retirement. Boy, I can't wait for that. That's not going to come soon enough, TD. Find them online at planwithlfp.com. That's Legacy Financial Planners halftime. We are at 27-22 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, and we'll take another sponsor timeout. That's a Hub International Insurance timeout. You're listening to the PSP Network.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
At Prairie Rose Family Dentists, we treat our patients like family. We have 14 highly experienced dentists with incredibly caring dental teams. We have more locations, more services, and extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
If your eyes could talk, they'd...
Back at the Lynette Olson Gymnasium, Chuck Claremont alongside Todd Domries tonight, where the Sabres are pulling the upset at this point. They're up by 5 over the number one ranked and undefeated Century Patriots, 27-22. Elsewhere around North Dakota tonight, Watford City will take on the Turtle Mountain Belcourt Braves at 5:45. That's going on right now. Jamestown, a big game up at Minot. That's at 7 p.m. That's on the girls' side. And then the Governor's Cup, back reinstituted, TD. I love that they played in that one back in the day, and that was always fun going down to Pier every other year. And Bismarck High will play at Pier. The girls will. The boys come up here and they're in Bismarck tonight. So that's going on right now.
I was efforting some scores, but I don't see anything coming
the
across
only
the
one
wire
that'd be that Watford City score potentially. So at halftime, we're at 27-22 TD. How do you take a look at that first half? I mean, it was the Sabres kind of controlling the tempo. I think maybe what was the key there.
Yeah, here's the thing that jumps out for me and strikes me is after the last time these two teams played, I actually had a chance to visit with Bergen Kinnerbrew as one of our players of the game afterwards, and I made the comment of, man, it just seems like things came easy tonight for Century. And she goes, no, it wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination. We had to work hard, but it's a lot of the prep that you put in turns into results on the court. Well, you can flip that script and throw that thing out the window tonight because there is nothing coming easy for the Century Patriots tonight. So it is going to be a grind and it's going to be a battle. This one's got a feel for me. It's just going to go right down to the wire.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. It's just been a battle. There's been a lot of balls on the floor. We talk about tempo and in the half-court set. I don't know if the Sabres have been great in the half-court set, although they've got some second-chance threes, twice by Berryhill, I know.
Well, and the one thing that we talked about in the pregame that Legacy did a great job in that first half, don't give Century easy, uncontested baskets. And you didn't hardly see that at all. They made Century play half-court offense the entire first half, almost for the first 18 minutes did Legacy. And, hey, that's going to pay dividends throughout the course of a contest.
Yeah, and I mean, and they don't have their premier bailer, if you want to call that, a Logan Nisley. If you had just joined us, Nisley's out the game and she got injured up in Minot, hurt that ankle. Saw a picture of it. It's still slow healing. There's still some swelling going on there, and she's going to miss a few more games. I'm going to miss another game next week. Hope they have her back for Mandan and Minot to kind of close out the season. But with her out and then also an injury to Mattern, Haley Mattern, that's big.
Yep.
That's really big. And so you got people kind of playing different roles. That's always difficult.
I saw, Zoe Austin was with the gal that we talked about a lot in that first half. Late in the first half, she was getting medical attention, getting an ankle retaped or something. So, yeah, it's happening in spades right now for the Century Patriots. The injury bug has hit them hard.
And sometimes it's hard, too, from a leadership perspective. Even at Nisley, she's just a junior, but she definitely had some of those leadership qualities in her that people, the teams the kids look to her. And, Bergen Kinnerbrew now stepping up, a little different role for her, maybe being that one that girls are looking to.
Yeah, 100%. And I thought that, Bergen just got a little frustrated that first half. Didn't happen the way that she thought it should. And one field goal in the first half. Obviously got done the first from the free throw line. But, we'll see how that second half plays out.
All right, we'll take a timeout as we're at the Legacy Financial Planners halftime show on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's 27-22. You're listening to the PSP Network.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
No, that's me. I'm number 2. That's good. I know that. In case I have to cough. Yeah. Back at the Lynette Olson Gymnasium. That was a Hub International Insurance timeout. Century trails by 5, 27-22 to the Legacy Sabres TD. Let's take a look at the stats.
All right, thanks, Chuck. First off, for Century, led by the 8 points of Bergen Kinnerbrew in the first half there. She made 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Just one field goal for Bergen. Averages 17 points a night, does the junior. Balanced scoring after that. Autumn Ketterling has 5, 4 for Eden Fridley, 3 for Abby Fletcher, and 2 for Zoe Austin. And that adds up to Century's halftime total of 22. Century, a team that averages 76 a night, so they're well below their season average. For the Legacy Sabres in the first half, boy, talk about balance. They send 8 girls into the scoring column, led by the 6 points of Mia Berryhill. And then after that, it's just balance as you get 4 each for Alyssa Eckroth, 4 for Elise Blazik, 4 for Brooklyn Felkley. So that's your inside presence right there for Legacy. Then you get 3 apiece for Halen Weigel and Addison Sagasser, 2 for Brina Sand, 1 for Aaliyah Solinsky. And Legacy tally that up, it's 27 points and their lead. So Legacy led by the 6 of Mia Berryhill, Century led by the 8 of Bergen Kinnebrew.
Yeah, 27-22 at halftime, as it was a couple ties at 13 all and at 17 all, and then a 10-5 run to finish out the first half. We're at halftime. The Legacy Financial Partners halftime, where it's the Sabres leading the Patriots 27-22.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
It's about ready for the second half. The Patriots leading by 5 as a Legacy Financial Partners halftime sponsor. Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Ameriprise Advisors can create a personalized goal-based plan to help you prepare for whatever life brings so you can feel more confident about your financial future. Call Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, at 701-232-8886. That's Legacy Financial Partners. So we got Kinnebrew, Clark, Fletcher, Fridley, and Ketterling for the Patriots in their whites, home whites. And we have Lasik, Eckroth, Berryhill, Sand, and Weigel.
You know, Chuck, I'm a big believer in I like to look at body language. I look at facial expressions a lot. And I'm telling you right now, coming out of the halftime and just this little bit of warm-up here in the second half, the facial expressions and the body language for Legacy are a lot more appealing to me right now than the Century Patriots. It looks like 5 kids out there on a bench and a coaching staff in that regard that it has maybe the weight of a 41-game winning streak kind of just weighing them down a little bit. It's like, oh, boy, here it goes, you know, and we're going to be the team that did that. And you can't play like that.
No.
I mean, you absolutely cannot play like that.
Nope, that's for sure, as the Patriots will have it first. They're going right to left. And their home whites, as we talked about, Fridley. Now the crowds get into it a little bit, or actually that's the Sabres bench saying play some defense. Kinnebrew, Lasik doing a good job on her. Left-handed pass in the corner to Ketterling. 3-point attempt is short, or long is going to be good. Box out by Sand. They're going to call foul on Fletcher.
Second personal on Abby Fletcher. And, yeah, as you said, just Century got a good look. Ketterling didn't knock it down. Long rebounds on those threes, and a great job of a block out there causing the personal foul on Century.
Berryhill, backdoor to Eckroth. Eckroth off the glass, and she misses a bunny. Rebound ripped down by Clark. Clark's looking behind her now in the corner to Ketterling. She passes up the 3 this time. 27-22. Sabres by 5, and now they're going to get a little push. That's twice in a row Weigel's done that.
Yeah, well.
Or twice not in a row. It's twice now she's got called for that foul, a hold on Kinnebrew.
And I was watching the exact thing, and Kinnebrew did a good job of setting up a screen, took a couple steps, and then came off the screen, and there was absolutely a hold there. So
Kinnebrew always seems to have a little bit of acting, you know what I mean? She kind of plays things out a little bit, but hey, why not? If you're going to get called, whatever works. Berryhill rebounds the missed shot on Kinnebrew. No score to second half. Weigel with the 3-point attempt from the corner. Swish!
Yeah, ring it up.
6 points for Weigel and an 8-point lead now for the Sabres.
Biggest lead of the night.
You can see things just tightening up all along as Kinnebrew tried to get a step through. Good defense by the Sabres. Staying back off of Fridley and Ketterling too. Letting Tatum saying go ahead, shoot. Backdoor pass to Kinnebrew, throws it up with the right hand, and somehow it goes in as she's hammered by Sand.
That prayer was answered right there. That's just a play where Kinnebrew is working hard because Halen Weigel's denying her. Every place she goes, she's just denying her the basketball. Good backdoor read, and then just flip that thing up to the heavens, and the prayer was answered.
The end one. 11 points now for Kinnebrew, cuts the lead to 5, 30-25. Sabres on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Just underway in the second half. Eckroth's got those bright red shoes. Crossover dribble. Left hand off and no good. Rebound by Kinnebrew, and of course she's going to push. Hesitation, left hand. Now inside, good double team there by Lasik. Up high to Fletcher. Over the right side now to Ketterling. There's her patented spin move. They all over that one, Todd. Push pass to Fletcher. Fletcher with the 3. That is good from the left wing. Fletcher, 2 threes for her. She's got 6.
A nice play there by Clark. Had the defense come running out at her. Took it right deep into the paint, and then a little left-handed shovel pass off, and then Fletcher just had all kinds of time to get her feet set and knock one down.
That 8-point lead quickly on back-to-back threes down to 2. Man-to-man defense broke both teams this entire basketball game. Between the legs by Berryhill. Inside by Lasik. Skip past to Weigel and tried to one-hand it. Took her eye off it. Todd, and turnover, Sabres.
Yeah, that pass had a little mustard on it from Lasik there, but I think you called it exactly right. It was Weigel she was looking at, do I have a chance to drive? Do I have a chance to spot up here and knock down a 3?
Are my feet behind the line?
Exactly.
Again?
Took a little eye off the basketball. Got to catch it first, right?
Absolutely. Kinnebrew, dribble drive, a little lean in, no call by the official. She gets a rebound, put back. We're all tied up at 30, 8-0 run by the Patriots.
That's kind of one of those plays where when you shoot it, you kind of know where it's going. And I don't think she even had an idea that was going to be coming off the rim, but she just hustled after it.
Timeout, Hub International Insurance timeout. We got a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. Hub International Insurance, call them today for all your personal and business insurance needs. They're located at 4204 Boulder Ridge in Northwest Bismarck, right across from DCN.
Yeah.
Right just to the south of them, I guess I should say, right?
Well,
I think it's south.
They're kind of right down 43rd Avenue, one of our 43rd Avenue partners there.
New location there for Hub International. Contact Leif Olson or Josh Cattell. They're your local Hub agents. Leif, we're jealous. Speaking of retiring, he's retiring here come April. I keep talking retiring, TD. I got 5 years, obviously, for sure left.
Leif's he's already got a retirement job lined up.
He does. He's going to be he's a new golf coach, right, for U of Mary.
Absolutely.
Hub International Insurance at 355-3100. Ask for Michael Borman for your commercial needs or Josh Cattell, Leif Olson for your personal insurance. 30-30, 14:53 in the BNC Bank scoreboard. Nice block inside by Felkley. Felkley could not get a hold of the basketball. Now it's down on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Felkley, but out of that timeout, they called it inside. They had her stuck.
Yeah, you're going to get an immediate duck down low for Eckroth, or Felkley, excuse me. But a good timeout by Coach Petrick there, too. I mean, Century had a little 8-0 run there, Chuck, and immediately tied the game up.
Now in the game here for the Sabres is Selinski, and right away she puts it up. And in for Century is a sophomore, 6-foot Erica Lee. Get her circled. There she is.
What is it about that end? Is now you get a little nickel and dimer there, a hold on Callie Danauer. But what is it about this end and the high angle bank shots?
Yeah,
he had Fridley had one
on the right side, the left side.
Selinski knocks one down.
33-30, that three-pointer makes it a 3-point lead. Good drive by Kinnebrew off the right. Oh, does not go in, but Lee in the rebound. Right back to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew in for the layup.
Yeah, good job by Erica Lee, the 6-foot sophomore, keeping it alive. And then right there to mop it up was Bergen Kinnebrew.
Well, the shoulders may have been down, TD, but it looks like from a defensive perspective, we got a little bit more aggressiveness for the Patriots.
Yeah, I like the energy. That Century's brought here in the second half. Who needs a facial expression?
Yeah, no doubt. We got a 30-second time. We're going to keep it here again. Got some more live reads. Northern Plains Heating and Air. Tonight's game is brought to you fans in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. They have over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As a factory authorized dealer for AirSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heat and air game, your heat and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. So it was 27-22 at halftime. We are.
Man, I know one thing. I got a lot more hockey things showing up on my Twitter feed now.
When you start following all those,
exactly.
I got wrestling TD coming up on mine. Believe me. Matter of fact, I got wrestling live flows too inside as try to get the ball inside to Selinski, and they did, or not Selinski, Eckroth, and they're going to be fouled. Lee gets her first team foul as Fletcher and Simmons will come out. Zoe Austin, the freshman, will come in. Clark will be back in as well. 33-31, 1 point lead by the Sabres, thrown away by Felkley. Tried to get inside to Eckroth, and Eckroth throws it to Austin. Austin off the backboard is going to be blocked from behind. Now out to the corner to Kinnebrew. Left-hand shot off the glass. She draws the foul on Solinsky.
How many times do you think you've seen this lineup out there this year for Century, except when it's maybe a garbage time? I mean, You got Erica Lee out there, and you got Zoe Austin out there, you got Delaney Clark out there, and heck, we're only 3 minutes and change into the second half.
Second foul on Solinsky as a first free throw is no good for Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew leads all scorers. She's got 7 the second half, 15 on the game.
And Bergen's now 7 of 10 from the free throw line, so she's found other ways tonight to produce for Century.
Second free throw attempt. That one's good for the 80% free throw shooter. 33-33, all tied up again. Fourth tie, of the game. 13-33, lots of threes going on. And inside, little stop. Inside, missed by Donauer. Holy cow, Todd, you got to make those.
And such a good play.
That's not a right call, is it? That clearly was off of a Patriot. But no officials were watching it. They were looking for help, and nobody helped out the official underneath.
Sometimes you call that because you're either going to call over the back or you're going to give the basketball team to the other team, right? So that might have been that situation.
Ketterling, she's stopped by Solinsky, by Blazik. They switched up. Nice pass inside, blocked by Blazik, but she came through on the left-handed block. And I don't know if it's because she blocked so hard, Fridley went right down to the floor. Right now, you got head coach Jim Petrick. He's frustrated from a coaching perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I know why you called the foul, but man, at some level, as an official, you got to realize that you blocked a shot with their elbow. You know what I mean? But maybe Blazik came through a little bit too hard. But
one thing I'm noticing too is a lot of Century's on the ground a lot, and sometimes where the officials see that, they kind of follow through as the second free throw is missed by Fridley. They got a 1 point lead, 34-30. Pass out to Blazik, and Blazik hits the three. Just her third of the season.
Is that the if you fall, you'll get the call?
I think so. I don't know. Yeah. You just see it, when I'm watching that there's a lot of times where Century's been down on the ground.
Yeah, that's both teams. Maybe the last couple times it's been for Century, but.
Ooh, nice job by Clark getting behind Sand. Sand off the backboard, Clark off the backboard, fouled from behind by Brina Sand.
Yeah, just great spacing. Boy, as a coach, you got to love seeing that. Kind of a look away and a back door and a nice bounce pass and then a good finish, too, at the rim and drawing the foul as well. Defense just kind of didn't have their head on a swivel that time.
Another tie, 36 all. Got a chance to break the tie as senior Delaney Clark in and out and back in. So Patriots lead 37-36 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 12-20 left in this game. Weigel with the three. That's long. Going to be tipped right to Sand. Sand is going to be blocked from underneath by Austin. Oh, one of the officials called a foul. I was watching the guy underneath.
Delaney Clark got the gal there, got caught reaching her hand in the cookie jar on the weak side.
I don't know, TD. We might have to call Rental to get me out of this booth later on today. I'm stuck in here. We might need to get a crane to pull me out.
That'll be the 5-minute in-between game break, and we'll peel ourselves out of these seats.
Brina Sand makes the first one, another tie. 3 points. Can she get 4? She can. I don't know if anybody shoots the ball with more arc than Brina Sand.
Nope. That draws a little ice on it from the altitude. Now a takeaway.
Ooh, quick takeaway as I'm looking down, and then going to be a takedown.
Yep.
Takeaway by Sand, takedown by Austin.
I love that out of Blazik right there. I mean, Weigel makes a nice play, and the first one over there to go help her up was at least Blazik. Man, when you see that, when your teammates appreciate that, it just makes you want to play hard.
I love the game of Blazik. She has worked hard over the summer and on her game. That's going to be long and air ball by Weigel, and then just good hustle by Berryhill and that offensive rebound and knocks it off Clark. So the Sabres will keep possession, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Sabres lead by 1, 38-37 over the Patriots. Inbound pass to Lasik. Lasik misses the 5-foot bank shot. Clark to Fletcher. Now back to Austin. Boy, what lots of minutes by the freshman. The right side, that's almost a travel. I think she just threw out of bounds, right? Nope, they're going to say it's blocked by Sand.
I was wondering how that call was going to go, but good communication there, kind of the nonverbal communication by the officials, and they both kind of concurred that it was blocked out of bounds.
Back to Kinnebrew. Kinnebrew and Weigel on her. Lots of dribbling going on. Still got it. Almost a 5-second count. Then throws it up and gets fouled. And the shot somehow goes in. Berg and Kinnebrew, what a second half.
Yeah, coming alive. How about a couple finishes here by Bergen? I mean, you got the whole defense staring you down after you've taken 4 or 5 dribbles, and you've made a couple and ones here that have been Herculean for Century.
11 the second half, 19 in the game. Lead goes back to the Patriots, 40-38. Three-point attempt is missed. Rebound by Fletcher. I think it was a three-point attempt, right?
Yep, Sand with the high-altitude one.
Bergen Kinnebrew is feeling it right now. Clark, the setter, the state championship volleyball team. The other setter to Fletcher, right? 6'2", line up. TD, you're the volleyball guy.
You got it right.
And Clark in the teardrop, no good, but Turbo runs it down. Fridley back up high to Fletcher. New shot clock, so Kinnebrew still has it. Double team. Now to Fridley. Fridley down the lane. Oh, nice move. Little hesitation move. Blew by Lasik. The underhand layup is in for Fridley.
Yeah, just a good duck down on that shoulder and then that extra little step and the finish.
Patriots by 4. 10:46 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Little weave going on up high. Weigel now to Berryhill. Three-point attempt by Berryhill. Yes, her third three.
She doesn't need much time and space to get that shot off. And it looks like sometimes she's not angled to the basket appropriately. It's kind of a sidewinder, but boy, it goes down a lot.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of the guy from the Pistons that used to shoot like that in the pros.
I know who you're talking about. I'll think of it.
Ooh, blocked inside by Weigel. Rebound went right back to George. George now to or not George, how to call her George, Delaney Clark. Clark misses 2 shots. Lasik. Sand catches it. Left-handed dribble. Eckroth for 3. That's long.
That's a good play, though. I mean, Sand thought she had a play, and then kicked it out. Good look.
Speaking of good looks, Fletcher short. 2, 3 players down. Sand has it. Behind the back, the step through. No good, but a foul on Fridley. She wanted to get the basketball over to Weigel, but just couldn't.
Was it Tayshaun Prince?
That's it, TD. Tayshaun Prince. Good call, buddy. Think of him, if those guys, that's exactly that kind of, that
left-handed
like, kind of elbow tucked in.
Looked like he had a broken elbow when you're shooting
exactly. 42-41, the Patriots lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard. We'll take a Hub International Insurance timeout. You're listening to the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Stay tuned, fans, for the post-game show. Sponsored by the Planning Team Financial Advisors. Planning Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Also, the Sport Clips Player of the Game. Sport Clips bring you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is located at South 3rd Street and is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Sport Clips brings you this game's MVP. We'll also have the Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. We've got a few already booked in for that one as Brina Sand takes it after that timeout, misses the 15-footer, and it's going to hit the out-of-bounds line after the air ball. So that timeout and play call set up by Coach Petrick was no good.
One of the sub-varsity games must have just got done with sophomore parents filing in now.
Oh, there you go. And we're filling up, too. Must be whiteout night for the Patriot fans.
Well, they're in for a beauty now. Everybody just arrived.
And you can feel the buzz or you hear the buzz as missed shot attempt by Fridley. No call by the official. On the right side by Sagasser. Sagasser, three-pointer in the trail. Hey, Sagasser has a three.
Her second of the night. Love the play by Berryhill. And then Sagasser, boy, that was a quick release for just going about 100 miles an hour. Get your feet set and bury it.
Another lead change. Then Austin comes back the other way, right in the face of Dunauer.
This is Zoe Austin's turning into a problem tonight for Legacy.
Tied at 44. Sand, left-handed shot, and she gets hit in the head. She goes down, still down. Austin, she's got that look in her face like, ooh, man, I hit her pretty hard, right? Doesn't it? Does it look like, or what's the look there? Maybe she got hit too.
I don't know.
She's holding her lip.
Whoa.
Oh, she's crying. What? I don't know. I'm not sure what happened, but she's crying too, so maybe got hit in the face. And she's going out. The foul is going to be called on Kinnebrew, her third.
Well, what was unusual about the play there, Chuck, is Century didn't even have somebody on the bottom gate in the barn, you know what I mean, and the bottom stall on the free throw line, and the official gave the gal the ball, and then it was all kinds of things discombobulated there. Doesn't phase Brina Sand, though.
No, Brina Sand knocks that down. Hey, I like the game she's played too, Todd. I've watched a couple of games of her, and it seems like, last year averaging 10 points a game. This year, maybe a little different role, down to 8, and not as aggressive offensively, but seems different today. Free throws are both good by Sand. She's got 6 now.
Well, and she's so athletic, you know what I mean? She gets that basketball around the rim. She's got that kind of good step-through move and do a lot of nice things.
Halfway through the second half, Sabres up by 2. We got a battle. Blazek's been doing just a tremendous job guarding Kinnebrew tonight, too. Down that right side is Fridley. Got to drive her to her left. Sagasser, she's shaking it off. She gets hit in the chin.
It's going to be free throws, too. 8 fouls on Legacy, so.
Oh, wow. 8:32 left.
That's what Century does to you, though, Chuck, when you got this lineup out here that Century has. Nobody's playing with their back to the basket. They play 5 out on the perimeter, and there's going to be those lanes and angles to attack because there isn't a block eaten up by somebody just posting up down there.
Fridley, 59 or 53% free throw shooter.
Just 2 of 5 tonight.
That one's long again, too. Just can't find the right distance for Fridley. 7 points for her, misses the bonus free throw. Inside to Felkley. Felkley drops stuff off the glass, air banked it, tipped out of bounds by Fridley as good hustle by Selinski trying to get that offensive rebound.
I just re-audited that. I just had to call in the accounting firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. And it's 2 for 7 for Fridley tonight from the free throw line. Wow. So not 2 for 5.
4 missed free throws. 2-point lead by the Sabres. Dunauer. Stop down low, and they're going to call it. They're going to call a travel. I was going to say, if that's a reach-in foul on Kinnebrew, that would have been 3, but just good, solid defense by Kinnebrew forces the turnover.
Yeah, good help defense as Donauer had gotten around her initial defender, and then Kinnebrew came on the help.
Kinnebrew slows it up. 8 minutes left on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Over in the corner to Erica Lee, check back in the game. Skip pass now to Ketterling. Ketterling, I haven't heard her name much today. Throws it out of bounds with nobody. Can she track it down? Didn't she just throw it to herself?
I don't know if that's allowed.
I swear she did.
Unless that was tipped.
That's what Coach Petrick is saying. Spin move by by Kinnebrew, and now the left-handed shot looked like her foot was stuck in the floor. Did an old 360 spin around, and left hand is in.
How many ties? 33-33, 44-44, 46-44, 30-30. And now a good attack by Eckroth on the other end. Second half's been phenomenal.
7 ties.
Hey, you deserved one of these.
Yeah, it's about time, right?
You've had a couple of poke your eyes out games.
Poke your eyes out. I like that. Foul there. The second personal foul by Erica Lee. Coach Petrick is still talking to the officials, saying, You got to catch that. She can't pass it to herself.
Yeah, unless there was just some sort of skim off of a defender there. But
that's had to be what they were thinking, and he's a long way away. Probably didn't see it. Free throw. Both free throws are in for Sagasser. Sagasser's got a good game rolling for herself.
Nope, Eckroth. That was Eckroth. Got one.
Are you sure?
Yep. Yep. It was her on the attack. Yep.
We got the nod from John Bergen. The audit. Sorry, TD. The free throw audit. Ketterling misses the 3-point attempt. 1 of 2 for Eckroth. Misses the first. Got the second. Get myself caught up here. Sabres have that 1-point lead, 47-46. Ketterling switched inside, throws it to nobody. Turnover. Berryhill, good help from underneath. She's pushing. Nobody's picking her up. Nobody looks. The teardrop lefty is missed. Tipped out to Fridley, and they're going to say Felkley reached in on Fridley. Going to be a foul. Boy, this game kind of came to a little halt.
Yeah, and then now you're going to get Eden Fridley's going to learn something about her free throw shooting here, Chuck, because as you mentioned,
I think
59% on the season and 2 for 7 tonight.
Well, yeah, 12 for 17 coming into it, so now 14 for 24. And she misses the other next. So 2 missed bonuses.
2 front ends, yeah.
Front ends.
Hey, there's no better way to get out of it than shoot your way out of it.
Yeah, okay. 47-40. I don't think I've heard that one on free throws, Todd. I don't think she'd probably agree with that. Maybe if they're in the gym and at a practice to the baseline is Sagasser. They're going to call Sagasser with a travel. I got to look at the shoes, Todd. I'm looking at the blonde and the ponytail. I got to look at the red shoes of Eckroth and the pink shoes of Sagasser.
Kinnebrew hobbling off. I think she got kneed in the thigh there, Chuck.
Oh, boy, she's in pain, too. She's going to go all the way outside. And
now where does the offense come for Century?
Good question, Todd. We shall see. Fletcher across to Fridley. They're way off of her. Fridley, 3-point attempt. No good, but rebound by Lee. Lee can't handle it, but it goes out to Fridley. Shot clock was reset, 6:15 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. We have a Sabres lead by 1, 47-46. It's been a barn burner. Crossover, spin, back to the right side. Fletcher down the lane, off the backboard. Iniani over, rebound by Clark. Wide open is Ketterling. Oh, and it's stuck in the corner. It's the possession arrow stays with Century. Nobody's going to jump up to get that. They're talking. They looked at Matt Thornton. Hey, come up and get it. And he's like, nope, not me anymore.
Think Paul John can get it?
I don't think PJ can either.
Joe Ware?
I think Joe's too old too. Who's going to do it? It just fell out. Right? Nobody hit it. Didn't it just fall out?
Lervik got another
did he
ball.
Walk up and got a ball? Okay.
You and I are both scanning to find somebody that can.
Who's going to go get it?
Nate Simmons, I bet you could.
Yeah, I bet you Nate can. Let's see what they call on that one. So they haven't changed possession arrow yet. Oh, they wait till it's taken. I think it's letting bounds.
I think they will until
5:55 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The Sabres lead by 1. They still haven't switched it, Todd.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's not good. Fletcher takes it right at the defense, and Dunauer draws an offensive charge.
Yeah.
Hey, now they switched it.
Yep. Great
what a play by Dunauer.
Well, and what I like about it is, boy, there's nothing that gets your defensive intensity and energy up than somebody makes a good play and draws a charge.
Was Fletcher, was it not?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's 20. Fletcher's the one who's going down the lane. Right back in as Kinnebrew. Good to see that. She's okay. Oh, steal away by Clark. Clark's going right at the defense. Crosses over the left hand. Blocked right back to her by Eckroth. In the corner, not a Clark. Clark, the 3-point attempt. Short rebound by Dunauer. Boy, we've been stuck at 47-46 for a while now. Crossover to the baseline is Sand. Sand, good. Oh, wow. Right in the noggin is Clark. Rebound by Eckroth. Eckroth, Iniani over to Sand. Sand, left hand is no good. Rebound, put back, and she's going to be fouled by Kinnebrew. Clark's She got to be, when she got hit hard, she went right down. But she jumps right back up. Look at her. She's tough.
I mean, it's just good scouting by Century because, Brina Sand kind of likes to go to that same kind of pivot and start strong side, come back to the weak side. And Century had it read just exactly perfectly.
They called that one on Kinnebrew, TD.
Yep.
4 on Kinnebrew. Boy, that would be majorly huge with her not in the game. They're going to take her out with 5 minutes left. Hey, fans, after that missed free throw, stay tuned again for our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Second free throw by Sand. That one is good. Brina Sand, she's made 5 of 6. 7 points, 2-point lead, 48-46 for the Sabres. Buckle up. We're down to the wire. Fridley, not a Simmons. Simmons, dribble drive, jump stop. Ketterling, they've got to let her shoot, get off of her, right? She hasn't made one early. Then it's going to be stolen away by Donauer. Donauer, what a play. Up to Blazek. Blazek on the leak out, and she falls down. They're going to call a foul, right, on Fridley. Hey, you talk about the rabbit. Let's throw Blazek out. We're going to give her a 10-yard head start, and then we're going to release the rabbit Fridley.
I'm taking Fridley.
Holy cow, did she track her down? And I'm not saying Blazek's slow.
No,
I'm saying Fridley's fast. That's going to be the second personal foul on Fridley. As 10 team fouls for the Patriots now. Blazek goes to the line. She's got 7 points, misses the first one. Second free throw. Line drive is no good.
Yeah, and
misses them both. That's big.
And with those 4 personal fouls, how long do you leave Bergen Kinnebrew out if you're Coach Nate Wellstead?
She came out with 5 minutes going this game. Patriots with the ball, trail by 2. Simmons. Donauer, what a game defensively she's played. Ooh, quick 3 by Delaney. Clark is in.
Yeah, that was a confident-looking shot right there.
Patriots take the lead, 49-48. Backdoor to Donauer. Donauer up is no good, and Clark with the 3 in the defensive play.
Yeah, good straight-up defense by Delaney Clark, so crunch time production right there.
Same spot. That was Fletcher that time. I think, let it go because that's tipped by Simmons. Simmons trying to, saying somebody tipped it, but yeah, it was you.
That would have been huge if Clark and then Fletcher could have banged down those back-to-back threes right there.
If you just joined us, we've had a barn burner. Nisley is out this game, the leading scorer in the West region. Logan Nisley with the ankle injury, also out for the season is Hallie Mattern, so the Patriots have been kind of short-handed. Right-handed dribble, throws it over the top of her head. Rebound on the other side by Solinsky. She cannot get it to go, saves it, but right to Fridley. I don't know if she would have had to save that. I think that would have been out a century.
That's a missed opportunity there for Legacy. A couple of them now. They've had a couple missed free throws and now a couple empty trips.
Sand inside, had an opportunity, missed a layup. Clark, she wanted to hit that one. Down the left side is Fletcher. Fletcher, wild attempt, now thrown up. Officials let that one go. Missed by Kinnebrew. Solinsky. Going to be a timeout. Oh, I think Coach Peters going, whoa, slow down. We will take a timeout too, as on the BNC Bank scoreboard, it's the Patriots over the Sabres, 49-48. Back after that timeout. Fans, tonight's game brought to you in part as well by Medicine Shop of Bismarck. They're proud to support local athletes and athletics. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery, and you can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. Also, Tires Plus. When shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. You can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Visit them online at tiresplus.com. PlantingTeamND.com. Stay tuned, fans. After this, it'll be the Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. We got 2:55 left in this one.
It's officially in the pressure cooker.
It is in the pressure cooker, TD, no doubt. Sabres trail by 1. See what the call is on the play. That's a left-handed push-off. Great defense by Abby Fletcher.
That's just a senior making a play right there.
Yeah. Just great defense. Eckroth, they gave her the left side, but she did not want to go back to her left at all. Again, just overplayed her to her right.
Yeah, and Eckroth, she tried to the right once, got shut off, tried it again, and Fletcher got right there.
Fletcher with the ball. Patriots up 1, 2:30 now on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Barry Hill. Oh, almost a push-off again. Left-handed pass. Now to Fridley. Fridley to Fletcher. Fletcher goes on the right side. Ooh, another push-off. Left-handed shot. Now they're going to call foul as Fletcher goes down. I think she hit her own player.
And
Eckroth's fourth.
I mentioned it a moment ago, but everybody's in a lather now.
Wow, and we've had some hard fouls, TD.
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher's still down, shaken up.
Well, and
while we're at a break here, fans, stay tuned. Afterwards, we talked about that Planning Team Advisors post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. She's up. She's tough.
Well, yeah,
wipes the tears off.
I was going to say if Fletcher couldn't shoot the free throws, I'm just trying to find who you're going to bring in, right? Autumn Ketterling, 22% on the season. Eden Fridley, 55%.
Because they get to pick.
Lyd Simmons, maybe 64%. If you had to pick somebody, Zoe Austin, 72%.
And she is going to come in. There you go.
Yep.
That's Lyd Simmons. You called that.
Yep.
Is Fletcher, they want her to come. Does she have to go out? Because she's going to check right back in. Can she do that? I don't know how that works, Todd. As Simmons hits the first one.
That's a clutch free throw right there.
Boy, big time by the junior. The 5'3 junior. Second one is good as well.
That is not easy to do, man.
51-48. Patriots by 3. 2:15 left in this basketball game.
Man, how do you not get a sub in after a made free throw? That makes no sense to me.
I don't get the whole program. Almost a steal by Fridley. Blazek. Blazek turned into Kinderbrew, and guess what? That's 5. Nope. Who'd they call it on? They bailed her out. Oh, Clark on the reach in. They had everybody in the stands worried, and including Kinderbrew, because Kinderbrew stepped back and put her hands over her head. She was thinking it was going to be called on her. Free throw.
Yeah, now Blazek's missed 3 free throws in a row here, so Lise Blazek, the 46% free throw shooter on the season.
She's 3 in a row. Can she get this one? Missed that one. Misses 4 in this late in this game.
That's 4 now 5 empty trips for Legacy here in crunch time.
3-point lead in the ball. Under 2 minutes. Kinnebrew. Back out to Fletcher. Fletcher just takes her time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ketterling has it now. Kinnebrew's obviously going to get it. They got to double team her. 4. Nice pass inside to Clark. The delivery by Fridley.
Big time. Big time basketball.
5-point lead. This is now nice move down the right side by Eckroth. Eckroth, easy for me to say. She's going to be fouled by Fridley. Boy, what a move there. That is a big-time Jobbers moving storage potential move of the game. There is Fridley down the right side. Little dish over to Clark. Big free throw there by Eckroth. Still lots of possessions when you look at 114.
Eckroth, 70% free throw shooter on the season.
1 of 2 last time. Second one is good. Nothing but net there. Selinsky will come in. Dunauer's played great defense tonight. She also checks in. I'd foul her right away if you're going to foul somebody, foul Fridley, right?
Well,
they don't have to right now. It's just a one-possession game at 53-50. Good defense there by Solinsky. Backs off Fletcher. Ball on the right side by Fridley. Now to Ketterling. They say, hey, come out and get it. Hesitation, step back, blocked by Solinsky. Got back by Bergen Kinnebrew and just stays right with it. And is fouled and is going to go to the free throw line.
I mean, big time block there by Solinsky. I mean, the initial defense was just outstanding for Legacy, but then you just couldn't collect the carom off the block shot, and then that's just the foot quickness of Bergen Kinnebrew.
Didn't know where it went, yeah, and Kinnebrew, as she tracked it down, another free throw for her as she has 22 points now. Lead up to 4. It's kind of offense, defense. Segesser will come in for Solinsky, Dunauer, and Weigel will come in for Solinsky. Say, don't go too far. You'll get ready to come right back in the game. That's what Coach Petrick is. Well, where's Berryhill? Is she looking? Ooh, missed free throw there. 46 seconds. Sabres trail by 4 after that missed free throw. They're going to call timeout for Coach Petrick. We'll take a timeout too. Full timeout on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's 54-50. The Patriots lead. .9 seconds. Number 1 ranked and undefeated Century Patriots riding a 41-game winning streak. The Sabres, they have been battling back and forth all night. They had a 2-point lead at 48-46, and things have gone cold as they've been outscored 8-2 down the stretch, Todd.
Yeah, just a couple free throws by Alyssa Eckroth. Other than that, it has been nothing for Legacy, and they've had chances. They've had a couple missed free throws, a couple missed bunnies, and if Century wins this game, it's going to be the old Smith-Barney way. They earned it. Right?
They absolutely have earned it. And it's from the defensive effort, too. Some big shots. Clark has been big down the stretch, too. Hit a 3, hit a 2. See what the call is by Coach Petrick. They inbound it to Burial, who had checked in before that timeout. They're saying, hey, Segesser, you're on the other side. Into Solinsky now. Solinsky looks in. They tried to dump it to Berryhill. Berryhill almost out of bounds. To Solinsky now. 23 seconds. Oh, spins it in off the glass for Solinsky. And a Blazek, I'm sorry. I look down and see Solinsky. It's Blazek. Elise Blazek, what a shot there. 9 points now for her. We'll keep it right here after this timeout, Todd.
Well, and I love the idea. I mean, you could see they were trying to get a high-low set up between Eckroth and Blazek, and they finally got somebody ISO'd with Bergen Kinnebrew on them. And so you're going right at somebody who's got 4 fouls who wants to keep themselves around in the game. And so now, hey, now all of a sudden, Chuck, if you're Legacy, I think you got to play the foul game here. And
yeah, I'd agree.
If you're Coach Petrick, you're looking out there and I say, okay, let's pick anybody except for Bergen Kinnebrew because we're going to have a fighting chance of them probably missing at least 1 or 2, and then you have a chance to come down and tie the game, maybe send it to overtime. So
surprise Simmons after she just made 2 free throws that she might not be in the game right now.
You got Delaney Clark at 70%. You've got Ketterling at 22%. Bergen Kinnebrew 78%. Eden Fridley 55% on the season.
Did you say 22?
22 for Ketterling. And then who's the other one out there?
Well, you got Kinnebrew and Fletcher and Clark.
Fletcher's 55%.
So, yeah, I mean, foul 3, 10, or 20.
Yeah, just don't, not Clark or Kinnebrew.
Aren't you face guarding Kinnebrew saying don't even let her get the basketball?
Maybe trying to get a trap and a steal here and not foul.
Got to foul her right away. Well, what are they waiting for? I don't get it. Okay, that wasn't executed very well, TD.
I've coached girls basketball for long enough, Chuck, to know that the hardest thing in the world to get girls to do is foul intentionally without, like in a late game situation like that. It is one of the hardest things for kids to pick up.
Kinnebrew, that's the one person we said on the floor that you can't foul.
Yeah, that's great execution by Century, and I think poor execution there by Legacy in a late game situation.
2 for 2. Big free throws by Kinnebrew. Now we got a timeout. We'll take a timeout. Hub International Insurance timeout, 56-52 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. You're listening to the PSP Network.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to
Back at the Lynette Olson Gymnasium, 56-52, 11.3 seconds. Legacy has got to get a shot up quick. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Three-pointer by Berry Hill is off the mark and is going to be rebounded by Kinnebrew, and that's going to be it. The basketball game, 56-52. A valiant effort by the Legacy Sabres, but the Patriots prevail. They extend that winning streak to 42 games and tie their longest in team history. We have now entered the Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors are here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. Those Planning Team and Financial Advisors are helping clients work toward financial freedom. Hey, what a game. What a job by Bergen. Kinnebrew hit some big shots down the stretch. TD will take a look at, grab a player, lots of people to talk to tonight. As just a good effort all around by the Patriots. They trailed 48-46 with about 2 minutes left in this game, and what a job, what a finish by the Patriots. Clark hit some big shots down the stretch. Right now, TD has head coach Nate Wellstead. Take it away.
Well, your depth and your grit, I think, was tested tonight, but you had to be just extremely pleased with the execution and the ability for you to just bring person after person off their bench and be productive today.
Yeah, we told the girls, when you got a chance to play, you got to believe in yourself. And I thought the girls that got in that haven't played a whole lot throughout the year, they did a nice job stepping into that role and making some things happen. Erica Lee was phenomenal the minutes she gave us today.
Yeah, a couple plays. I mean, Erica Lee, Zoe Austin, the play that Fridley set up for Ketterling late, or not Ketterling, but Clark late. Just big plays down the stretch.
Yeah, we always talk about do something for your teammate. What can you do to make your teammate make a play? And I thought our girls gave a lot to each other today.
Yeah, and hey, Legacy, they brought it. I mean, they were running the floor. They were playing hard, good defensive game, and in a low 50s game, and it's not quite what you've been accustomed to this year.
No, this is kind of like playoff basketball. This is what it's going to be like, and Jim's got his team playing hard, and they gave us a real good battle. So,
yep, nice win tonight, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, bring in Delaney Clark here, one of the seniors for the Century Patriots. Hey, fun game, I bet. Obviously, without Logan Nisley tonight, you guys knew that you were all probably going to have to pick up your play a little bit.
Yeah, we really just talked about buying into our roles and doing what we can and moving the ball a lot, and I think that's what really helped us succeed tonight.
Talk about the play late where Eden Fridley found you for a layup, and it was a huge play in the game, but what did you see on that particular play to get yourself a basket?
Yeah, I just saw that she was getting double teamed a lot, and her and Bergen Kinnebrew really did a great job of moving the ball when the help side came, and I took my opportunity to go backdoor, and that really helped a lot.
Well, and you guys are a team that you're deep, right? You got a bunch of good players, and you maybe got to play a little bit different tonight without Logan in the lineup, so that had to be exciting for the entire team.
Yeah, it was really exciting. We really just emphasized bringing a lot of positive energy and just working together, and that helped us.
And a packed house doesn't hurt either, right?
Yeah, a lot of energy in the house tonight.
All right, thanks, Delaney.
Thank you.
All right, that's Delaney Clark. Back up to you guys.
All right, great job, Todd Domeries with head coach Nate Wellstead. for the victorious Century Patriots, 56-52. We're in the Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. We'll take a break, fans, and we come back. We have lots to do. We'll dig in the numbers. We'll talk about our Sport Clips player of the game and our Jobbers moving and storage move of the game. Up International Insurance timeout. Patriots victorious over the Sabres.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms.
All right, back to Ozzy Osbourne and the Lennon Olson Gymnasium. Todd Domries and Chuck Claremont here with you as the Patriots hung on 56-52. They move on to 16-0 in the season, 15-0 in the conference. The Sabres fall to 10-6, 9-7, or 10-7, excuse me, 9-7 in the conference. And Todd, I mean, what a game we had right there. And I mean, that's just resilient. Not a pretty win, but a win's a win for the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, very hard-fought win. And I just like the way that Century played those last 3 minutes of the contest. I mean, you saw an assertiveness. You saw just kids wanting to make plays. And it was, it was Fridley, it was Clark, it was Kinnebrew, it was Lyd Simmons. I mean, it was just in the production they got tonight from Erica Lee and Zoe Austin. I didn't even mention Erica Lee, and Coach Wellstead brought her right into the equation. So yeah, good game, and man, that's a tough one for Legacy. I think if you're looking back at that one and say, man, we had a chance to win that game, girls, and we just got out executed down the stretch.
Yeah, 48-46, about 2 minutes left in the game, and then just some bad possessions as the Patriots finished the game off. Fans, we're in the post-game show, the Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show, your financial goals. Well, take a look at the financial advisors. Give them a call, Planning Team. They help clients work towards financial freedom, and visit them online at planningteam.com. Todd, why don't you give us, dig in the numbers here, let us know why these Patriots won this basketball game. The numbers tell the story.
Yeah, absolutely. As a 4-point win tonight, 56-52 for Century, and the win streak moves on to 42 straight games. For Legacy tonight, they will fall to 9-7 in conference play, 10-7 overall. No players in double figures tonight for the Sabres. A couple gals with 9. Mia Berryhill knocked down 3 from downtown. She has 9, as does Elise Blazik tonight, also for the Sabres with 9. And then a good balance for the Legacy Sabres as Eckroth has 8. You get 7 for Brina Sand, 6 apiece for Addison Sagasser and Halen Weigel, and then 4 apiece for Aaliyah Selensky and Brooklyn Felke added up, and that is Legacy's total of 52. For the Century Patriots tonight, led by the 24 points of Bergen Kinnebrew. She came alive in that second half, Chuck, as 8 points at halftime. Give her 16 in the second half. 24 points to lead the floor tonight for Bergen Kinnebrew. And then good balance after that for Century. You get 8 for Delaney Clark. You get 7 tonight for Eden Fridley. 6 for Abby Fletcher. 5 for Autumn Ketterling. 4 for Zoe Austin. 2 for Lyd Simmons. And that's Century's final game total of 56. Patriots led by the 24 of Bergen Kinnebrew. Legacy, a tandem of 9 for Mia Berryhill and Elise Blazik.
Yeah, big-time free throws. Kinnebrew 11 of 14 from the charity stripe there. She leads them with 24 points. A couple things left here before we take a break in between games. Our Sport Clips player of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is located at South 3rd Street in the home of the MVP Haircut Experience. They bring you this game. Sport Clips bring you this game's MVP.
Well,
TD?
yeah, I think if you got one player on the floor that was in double figures, it doesn't always come down to scoring, but I think tonight Century just kind of leaned on the shoulders of Bergen Kinnebrew, and she delivered, as you said, 11 for 14 from the free throw line, and just 5 field goals on the night, but still that's enough to get it done for the Century Patriots tonight. I'd say Bergen Kinnebrew for sure your game MVP tonight.
Sport Clips player of the game is Bergen Kinnebrew from the Century Patriots. The last thing we do is our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. They focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Their efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. It includes a comprehensive service of proactive checks, double checks, and ongoing communications that ensure attention to all details every step of the way. They're in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, Aberdeen, and online at jobberswarehouse.com. Find them there. Move the game. They got some options.
Yeah, but for me, boy, it's a close second for Lyd Simmons coming off the bench and making 2 free throws in crunch time. That is not easy to do. That could easily been your move of the game tonight. But hey, it was the play for me with just around 2 minutes left in the contest. It was the Eden Fridley drive and the setup for a wide-open teammate, Delaney Clark. Made the score 53-48, provided Century a little bit of a cushion there, so that phenomenal play, kind of in traffic, and a left-handed scoop across the lane, expertly done, feed by Fridley, finish by Delaney Clark, and that's your move of the game.
I love it. 1:25 left in the game. That's when that happened, so it was big. Our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game is the Fridley to Clark. That's the first game in the books, 56-52. The Patriots over the Sabres. Stay tuned, fans. We'll take a short in-game timeout. Then we come back. It'll be the number 2 ranked Century Patriot boys and the Legacy Sabres. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck Lasik, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
At Prairie Rose Family Dentists, we treat our patients like family. We have 14 highly experienced dentists with incredibly caring dental teams. We have more locations, more services, and extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli's in, shoots, scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Comes to set. He's all alone. Slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside, step back, Heinert, and she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network.
Gross crosses over, fake the pass, flips it up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie.
Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network.
Back inside Lynette Olson Gymnasium on the campus of Century High School in North Bismarck. Get set for the tail end of our doubleheader. Boys basketball action. Century Patriots in the latest Class A boys basketball poll. They carry a nice ranking of number 2. 2 for the Patriots. Right behind Minot High. Davies number 3, and the Patriots square off against their crosstown rival, the Legacy Sabres. Huygen basketball fans, alongside Chuck Claremont, Todd Domrys, welcoming you to our PSP Network broadcast booth. High perched atop Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Century girls win a thriller, 56-52 in the opener, and now we get our squared up look at the boys game. Century 14-2 on the season, Legacy 9-9. Chuck, you and I had a chance to call the game back on January 13th. A couple things that I took away from that game. One, Legacy, the way they defended Ryan Erickson that night. They did not let the big 6'9" center for Century have much room to operate, and so I'm curious if that'll be the approach again. Obviously, they held them down, so I would see no reason probably for Legacy to go away from that particular type of strategy.
No, he just had 7 points, but he did have 15 rebounds, so obviously he made an impact there. And they also played good defense on Doppler. Doppler only had 9 points. It wasn't the defense by the Sabres.
Yep.
Only gave up 58. The problem was they couldn't score. They only scored 48, and just great defense by the Sabres. So that's the big thing to me is, Sabres, hey, whatever they did defensively, they're going to do it again, most likely. But they got to figure out a way to score some more points.
Yeah, you mentioned Legacy 9-9 this season. They're 9-8 in conference play. They had won 4 straight until just this Monday night when they lost a tough one. And when they got down 17 up in Minot, came all the way back to have a lead late in the game before falling to the Magi. And Century, they started 7-0, had a couple losses to Bismarck High, and then the one that surprised people was out in Dickinson when Century lost that. But now the Patriots, again, Chuck, have won 4 straight. So it's been one of those seasons that's been pretty steady for the Century Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots playing very well. You mentioned a couple losses and some tough losses. Is a big-time 106-103, the Demons, and then sometimes you go out to Dickinson. It's just something about playing out there. Same thing about Jamestown. I don't know what it is. They do a really good job playing at home. And Dickinson is playing really good basketball right now. They gave the Demons everything they could handle the other day. And so, this Legacy team, they're right there in the mix. You look at these records and the standings. I mean, they're 9-8. St. Mary's, Dickinson, and Mandan are all 8-8.
Yep.
Somebody was telling me, and then throw in Jamestown, who has a pretty good setup in terms of who they're playing left in the season. They play Legacy. They play Wilson and Watford, and they play Minot. So you take a look at that and you say, there could conceivably, now this is maybe could be 5 teams that could be tied potentially at 10-10 at the end of the regular season.
That's the bracketology right there. I love that.
I mean, so
let's make it happen. How do we make that happen?
We haven't seen that in a while. Hey, I got it all laid out. Here's what happens. Legacy beats Bismarck. No, but somebody sent it to me, and it was about what time? It was about 12:47 last night, 12:28 a.m. They sent me this breakdown.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So I mean, you talk about, Chuck. We'll show you the boys' standings right now. Is Minot's 13-1 in conference play, now 13-2 as Century right behind them, Bismarck High, and then there's that logjam, Chuck. You got St. Mary's, Legacy, Dickinson, and Mandan, and now Jamestown creeping into the equation as well in that kind of mid-tier in the WDA boys standings. And here's a quick glance at that latest Class A basketball poll. We talked about the girls earlier, and now here's your look at the boys poll that just came out on Wednesday. Minot's number 1, Century number 2, Davies 3, Cheyenne 4, Bismarck 5, and receiving votes West Fargo. There's your latest Class A sportscasters and sports writers boys basketball poll. All right, and we mentioned Legacy as talked about. They had won 4 straight, but hey, they had number 1 Minot on the ropes late in the basketball game on Monday night up at Magic City campus.
And one thing about the Sabres, it's whether it's that Coach Horner and the battle between him and Mattern always go back and forth. But Horner and head coach Winchesky, they're buddies, but definitely rivals. And one thing about Jason Horner, he does, I don't know what it is, he plays great against his rivals like that. And he definitely had him on the ropes. Minot somehow pulled out a victory. Derek Doucette just cranked things up down the stretch, and the Minot pulled away. But, 64-58, the Sabres, almost a situation like the Sabre girls tonight, as I think that was a game that they're going to go back and look at some of the possessions down the stretch that they didn't convert. And Minot had that closer, that Derek Doucette closer. That's what teams have to have. You look at the last game, Todd, in the girls, Kinnebrew, she's that closer. She scored the points down the stretch. Who got them for Sabres? They didn't have that go-to person, and that's what you have to have, and that's what both these two teams on the floor they have right now.
Hey, we'll take a timeout. Our starting lineups and the opening tap come up next on the PSP Network. Century hosting Legacy in a crosstown rivalry game. We'll get it rocking and rolling after this break on the PSP Network.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
starting lineups being introduced on the court. Here's your starting 5 for Legacy. At the guards, you got Landon Schatz, the 5'8 senior, joined in the backcourt by the 5'9 senior Brett Lacombe. One forward is Xander Albers. He's a 6'4 senior. The other forward is another 6'4 junior, I beg your pardon. No, Albers is a 6'4 senior, as is Logan Wetzel. And in the middle is Kiefer Glenn, the 6'2 senior. How about the game for Kiefer Glenn against Dickinson a couple nights ago? I mean, that was an offensive explosion for
a
Kiefer
guy
Glenn.
averaging 7 a game.
Yeah. He was unstoppable that night. There's your starting 5 for the Century Patriots. Legacy will start 5 seniors tonight. Anthony Doppler, starting guard. He's 6'4" and a junior. The other guard is Isaiah Schaefer. He's 6'1" and a sophomore. 21 points in this matchup back on January 13th to lead the floor for Century. One forward is Connor Trahan, the 6'5 senior. The other forward is the 6'7 junior William Ware. And in the middle, I said 6'9". He's now 6'10". He's grown an inch in the pregames. Is Ryan Erickson is your 6'10 junior center. Century will run out 3 juniors, check that, 1 sophomore, 1 senior in their starting 5. Again, Legacy with the 5 seniors in Coach Horner's starting lineup. Darren Mattern, your head coach for the Century Patriots.
I look at these TDs, some keys to the game. Ultimately, to me, Century got to the line last time when they played these guys. They were +9 from free throws attempted, so the Legacy's got to get themselves to the line, get some points on some freebies and free throws, and then they got to rebound the basketball. They gave up 42 rebounds to just 25 on their side, so Legacy's got to rebound the ball, and they got to try to score in the free throw line.
All right, here we go. Underway, Century High School. Legacy comes out man-to-man. Century with the initial possession. High post to Doppler, reverses it far sideline. Schaefer hooks a pass up to Doppler. One bounce, pull up, 18-footer. Doppler short, rebound, tipped twice by a couple Sabres, cleared by Trahan. Second chance for Century. Losing the handle is Schaefer, and it's out of bounds to Legacy.
I couldn't tell if he was just kind of come off the bounce and lost it going up. Schaefer, the skinny headband he's got going on tonight, I love it.
Nice crowd.
It's hard to believe he's a sophomore.
Yeah. Nice crowd is filed in here. Both teams have played a lot of man-to-man tonight. Legacy in the black uniforms, Century in the white. Straightaway Albers. Lacombe reverses it to Schatz. Off a double screen, here comes Logan Wetzel. Pulls from 18, got it.
Hey, Logan Wetzel, Todd, last game, donut against the Patriots. So in his mind, you could tell coming off that pick, hitting that 15-footer, big shot.
It's got to feel good. Shut out the last time these two teams played. Oh, there's a little screen and dump and a roll, and there's Erickson, point-blank range, dropping it in. Nice feed from Anthony Doppler.
Yeah, great feed. Just throw it up in the air, let the 6'10 guy get it, and he kind of spun around, and good job of finding out where the basket is.
Can't double-team that one. If you're Legacy, they double-teamed Erickson every time he caught it. Kiefer Glenn attacking right into the body of Erickson. He scored it.
Erickson tried to draw the charge. Officials are saying, nope, we're not going to take that one. And Horner's now he's begging, going, hey, then did we get the block? Should be an N1.
That's not an easy finish either.
That was a heck of a finish by Kiefer Glenn.
There's a poke check by Albers. Here comes Lacombe. Turnover Century. There's Kiefer Glenn. And he pinballs off of Erickson. He's in the circle. Kiefer Glenn's going to shoot a couple.
Kiefer Glenn, he's used to some contact. All-state defensive end for the Century football team. He's going to Moorhead State to play some football next year.
Zebra's going to confer here to see if that's 2 shots or if it's going to be underneath. And they say they're going to be underneath. I don't know. I thought that was shooting motion for
I think he was
Glenn.
trying to shoot, but he got thumped as Erickson came across. He's a lot thicker than he was a year ago.
4-2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Legacy has a 2-point lead just underway, a couple minutes into the first half. Post up Wetzel. Squares up on Trahan. Kiefer Glenn backs his way on the right elbow. Shots for 3.
Yes! Inside out, get the ball to Glenn. Make Connor Trahan turn his head. You bust it right back out to Shots. The senior hits a 3.
7-2. Legacy with an early lead on the Patriots' home floor. Isaiah Schaefer drives, teardrop floating shot, no good. High for a rebound there is Brett Lacombe, and here comes Legacy. Up by 5 are the Sabres. Legacy will play a lot of 5 out. Occasionally they'll throw Kiefer Glenn in there and post up. Wetzel backs his way into the free throw line, looks back door, and now it's taken away. Here comes a 2-on-1 for Century. Trahan's going to go right to the rim and lay it in.
Ooh, a nice Euro step right past Brett Lacombe.
Athletic finish and move there for Connor Trahan.
That was impressive.
Takeaway and the drive and the glide. Sabres lead by 3, 7-4. Glenn comes corner to Albers. Ware gets in a stance on him. Now a handoff goes to Lacombe. Right corner, Albers, or check that. Wetzel for 3. Nope. Erickson with a big boy rebound, and here comes Century. William Ware. And he drives right into the body of Landon Schatz, and that's going to be a block on Legacy.
I like that take on Ware. He just kept going at him as Legacy was backpedaling.
That's the thing about William. He's got quicker feet than people give him credit for. I mean, he's 6'9", 6'7", but he gets up and down the court.
Oh, man, he's guarding. He can guard 1 through 5.
Pocket pass for Erickson. Short corner. Double team comes. Out to Trahan. Ware, extra pass. Post up. Doppler. Hooks a pass. Right corner. Schaefer. Catch, shoot. 3. No good. Weak side rebound. Century. They drop it down low. Doppler. Point blank. Collect and score.
Good look by Trahan. Bounce pass over across the lane to Doppler.
7-6. Legacy's lead is 1. Wetzel for another 3. Ooh, in and out. Heartbreak Hotel. Erickson with another rebound for Century. Patriots into the front court. From the volleyball line, Erickson drives into Kiefer Glenn, and that shot is rejected by Albers. It's going to be a body foul on Glenn.
That kind of looked like slow motion on the left lane, but good move by Erickson as he said, Kiefer, you're going to come out and take me. I'll show you I can put it on the floor.
It's like,
wasn't it like that? Little quicksand move, but he got by him.
Yeah.
Glenn will come out.
Somebody was going to bang into somebody at some time in that play right there. Doppler gets it to Erickson. They switched, did Legacy, and they can't do that.
Yeah, a little pick-to-picker. Can't switch with that. Got behind Erickson. Good finish.
Nice feed, too, by Doppler, anticipating that play as Centuries come all the way back. They trailed 7-2, and now they lead 8-7. Shots for another 3. Short.
He's determined to get him up. Shots with what? That's his 4th shot, I think, tonight.
I think so. That's what he does. He takes shots. Does land in shots.
There's that pass you don't like.
Yeah, Jackson Kellogg is on for Legacy, and he has a steal. Good hustle, play, and energy brought off the bench for one Jackson Kellogg. Shots has got Erickson on him now. Oh, nice back cut. There goes Lacombe, layup good.
Great backdoor cut. Schaefer got caught kind of watching the basketball, and good pass by Kellogg.
Legacy is back up on top, 9-8. 13-16 to play first half on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Straight away is Doppler, now right wing, Isaiah Schaefer. Legacy man-to-man. Century gets a post-up. Double team comes. And that's lucky that that's not a turnover as Schaefer got it to Doppler, but he was behind the backboard, and it's almost a turnover. It's touched last by Legacy.
Let's see officials, what's he talking about here, saying, should you reset the shot clock? Or?
Yep, 3 to shoot for the Patriots. Century's going to have to get it up quick.
Assistant coach Joe Ware on the bench this year has kind of replaced.
Referees coming over here and resetting the shot clock, looks like to 12. Okay, 12 to shoot for the Patriots. Post up to Erickson immediately off the inbounds. Slips a pass taken away by Braden Widener, who just came on for Legacy.
Good quick speed there as a shoe.
William Ware lost a rim. 3-pointer open for Wetzel.
Yes.
You got a 5-on-4 there, and all you can do is take a 3. Doppler driving, attacking, offensive foul.
I think a little push off with that left hand.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic, where they offer more than just basic adjustments of the spine. You can find them online at chuppy.com. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years of experience. As your heating and air needs grow, contact Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Lacombe inside out. Albers for 3, short. Rebound cleared out of there by Trahan. Sabres lead by a point, Century has the basketball in the hands of Tyler Burst. Doppler, left baseline post up. Comes cross court to Schaefer. Schaefer, step back, tough shot, missed everything. Doppler yanks a rebound away, and they say it's going to be a tied-up basketball, and the arrow on the alternating possession will favor Legacy.
Doppler working hard on that offensive glass.
Hey fans, tonight's game also brought to you in part by Tires Plus. Can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Find them online at TiresPlusND.com. And Chuppy Clinic brings you tonight's game. Offer more than just basic adjustments of the spine. Find them online at Chuppy.com. Kellogg with nowhere to go comes outside to Lacombe. Coach Horner says move it. Lacombe takes 3-4 dribbles on a weave, gives it to Wetzel, left elbow jumper, no. Rebound Doppler, gets it off to Burst. 9-8, Century down by a point. Burst, firing, extra pass, Trahan to Schaefer. Nice dime down low, Doppler, double pump, put it home.
Yeah, good look, bounce pass to Doppler, kind of hung in the air, double pumped, off the glass and in.
Good ball movement there by Century. They've got a lead, 10-9, Century on top. Kellogg forcing the issue. Backdoor pass to Widener, and it's loose. Diving on the floor is Schaefer. Century clears. Right in front of their whiteout student section. Patriots, oh, that might have been a travel. As now you're going to get a block on Brett Lacombe. I thought that was an early shuffle of the puppies there.
Yeah. First sub for Erickson, same with Trahan.
Brady Dahl's on for Century. William Ware back on for Century. Kiefer Glenn is on for Legacy.
Dahl, quarterback of the football team.
Legacy didn't know who they were subbing in for, so now they do. Century will trigger it into Schaefer on the right wing. Burst goes cross court to Ware. Century sets up against a man-to-man defense. Pulling up is Doppler off the back iron. Burst rebounds. Burst tries to shovel it to Ware, taken away. Wetzel in the passing lane. Over the timeline comes Legacy. Chase Knoll's on for the Sabres, who skip it cross court to Kiefer Glenn. Now to Widener. Braden draws a little body contact there off the dribble drive, and then will be underneath the hoop on the foul on Centuries. Isaiah Schaefer.
Schaefer was overplaying him, actually forced him to go to the baseline, Todd. He's looking over to the rest of his teammates thinking, I thought I was going to have some help in the baseline. Didn't, but just a good, quick move by Brett Lacombe.
Albers right back into the contest for Legacy. Chase Knoll, handoff, Kiefer Glenn. They're stuck here on this left corner. Now Kellogg, and he got called for a push-off.
It looked like a push-off. I don't know if there was a lot of pressure on that one on the push, but the officials, they see that arm extended. That's an automatic.
Kellogg picks up the personal foul. His first, team's fourth on Legacy. Doppler turns the corner, drew contact, and he throws it up, and Anthony Doppler is going to be at the line.
Chase Knoll, yep. They call him just similar to the...
Oh, so it wasn't a shooting foul.
No, similar to that play on the other side down here where they got...
Yeah, Doppler thought he was going to get a chance for an and one there,
yeah.
I guarantee you, but they set it before the shot on Knoll. Doppler, catch and shoot three, no good. Ooh, high for a rebound was Xander Albers. Chase Knoll into the front court for Legacy. 10 minutes to play first half. Albers loses the handle on the crossover, comes to Kellogg. Widener dribbles into 1, 2, 3 guys, nowhere to go there, but somehow Kellogg comes out of there with it, goes up, scores!
Wow, that was a play by Kellogg. He bailed out Widener on that one as he dug the ball out and then just powered it up from the left side.
That's hey, Braden Widener, he's got no fear.
Yeah.
But that time, caution would have been the better part of the valor. Pull-up shot, Anthony Doppler, nicely done from 18.
Pretty, he just likes that little quick snap dribble and pull-up from 15.
Legacy had a lead. Century now comes right back up on top, 12-11. High left side, Kellogg. Widener now extra pass into the right corner to Knoll. Post up Glenn. Bulldogging his way in there, double teamed, and he gives it up.
He wanted a foul, but you're not going to draw a foul when you're fading away.
Extra pass burst. Ware thinks about a three. Now he comes up top to the volleyball line to Schaefer. Doppler scoops a pass to Burst. Burst with Kiefer Glenn on him. Attacks, shot fake. Ware, open corner 3 ball. Nope, short. Oh, long rebound, and that was a race. Jackson Kellogg slipping through, short.
Good hustle by Ware, back contesting that one.
Doppler, had his pocket picked. And now there's going to be a foul on Anthony Doppler.
He knew it. He's basically said, that's my bad. He almost put his hand up, Todd. He didn't quite get it up. He was saying that was on, my bad. You're not going to give him love for that?
He could have been my newest favorite player if he would have raised his hand.
His second personal foul.
And you get a timeout on the floor. Timeout brought to you by Hub International Insurance. You can call them for all your personal and business insurance needs. 8:33 to play, first half. And it's the Patriots by 1 on the PSP Network.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with Lasik. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck Lasik is offering free consultations for Lasik procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck Lasik and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
We have John Haugen running the camera for us tonight on the PSP Network. Todd Darmries, Chuck Claremont back at Century High School. Home floor of the Century Patriots. Century leads by 1. 8:20 and counting to play here in the first half. Wetzel hooks a pass, corner Albers. Comes corner wing, now elbow. Glenn, Wetzel backing his way in. Out to Lacombe. Down to 5 to shoot. Lacombe, Glenn, and shuffle the puppies.
I think this official was waiting for the closer one to call it, and when he didn't, he's like, okay, I saw it, I got to call it. Right call.
Turnover Legacy.
Third turnover for the Sabres. The Patriots got 4. We've had 5 lead changes already, Todd.
Well, the last time these two teams played, 58 points won it, and we're on a pace that we may not get that far tonight.
Yeah. This is right in the hands of what Coach Horner wants.
Yep. 10 minutes and change into the contest here, and it's 12-11. Century on top by a point. Burst will fire it in for Century. Comes up top to Ware. Now Trahan. Dahl with a reversal. Burst gets a screen from Erickson, slams on the brakes, lobs it down low. Erickson double teamed, and a shot clock violation and good defense. Half court, man-to-man for Legacy.
Yeah, just scrambling all over. Good hustle all over the floor. Vegas George checked in. He was part of that defensive effort.
Vegas George, the junior. Wetzel picks it up after a couple bounces. Off to Brett Lacombe. Ooh, quick crossover right to the 10. Lays it home.
That was an awesome crossover left to right. Totally got, I couldn't see if that was Burst on his hip and just blew right by him.
Yeah, he burst right by Tyler Burst. 13-12. Sabres up on top by a point. 7 minutes and counting to play. And now Coach Darren Mattern wants to burn a Hub International Insurance timeout. They're located on 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. Hub International brings you this timeout. It's now Legacy on top, 13-12 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 6:58 to play. We're back after this break on the PSP Network.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness. We want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Two teams playing pretty good basketball recently. Legacy had won 4 straight before losing to Minot, and now Century almost turns it over, and they do turn it over. Century had has won 4 straight. Legacy's won 4 of 5. Turnover Century. Here comes Legacy. Vegas, George. Pull up Wetzel, way too strong. Good rebound there by Erickson. Erickson off to Doppler. Century, a deep 3. Doppler. Hello!
That was right in front of the 28-foot line, and Jackson Kellogg just kind of went, okay, I guess I got to extend the defense a little further.
Century by a deuce.
Doppler's got 9.
He's got 9 of Century's 15. Century up the passing lane. There goes Lacombe, slicing and dicing, but missing the shot.
Needed more spin. More spin, coach. More cowbell. More spin.
Extra pass to Ware. He'll attack, reverse. Sweet play for William Ware.
Yeah, he had Albers coming for him on the front side and hung in the air in the reverse layup.
And now it's poke checked out of bounds on that far sideline. And that was a play set up again there, Chuck, by Anthony Doppler. He just made one from the volleyball line, so now the defense had to rush out at him, and he found an open teammate in William Ware who attacked the glass. Century scored 5 straight. They lead 17-13. Kellogg lost the handle. Nice play there by Doppler. Here comes Ware. Bullying his way in, and it's going to be a block.
Yeah, I think they're going to get that on Lacombe. Yeah, as Lacombe, I think he got surprised. He thought he was in good position, and then William Ware just dropped the shoulder and, put the power drive on him.
Yep. He was going to go to the basket somehow.
Yeah, he had a good lean on him.
Doppler pulls up and connects from 15, fading away.
Big game by Doppler, 11 points for him and a lot of bounce play. He's the guy who entered in and got it right back.
How about Ryan Erickson's guarding Braden Widener? Now he's on landing shots.
That's a little 5'8 to 6'10.
I'm telling you right now, Erickson doesn't want to have to move around that much. Here's a 3 for Widener, and there's Ryan Erickson pulling on a defensive carom.
One-handed rebound, rips that one. I really like his rebound intensity, if you want to call it that, this year. It was a really, really good job.
Left elbow, stopping and popping is Erickson, no good. Flat-footed rebound to Kellogg. Fires it over to Schatz. Now to Widener. Kellogg into the lane. Back out to Wetzel. Widener for 3. Nope, too strong. Rebound tipped by Trahan, but cleared by Landon Schatz.
He's looking worse, the big guy guarding me.
Just pretty good defense here by Century.
Absolutely.
Wetzel hooks a pass, tipped by Schaefer. Extra pass shots. Kellogg wants to go. And passing lane defense almost taken away. And now Albers twisted his ankle.
Oh, that looked bad.
Doppler loses the handle.
He went up in the air, came down really awkwardly on that ankle, and he's holding it. He's hurting bad.
Yeah, this would not be good for...
I don't know if he even came down on somebody, but he was really twisted in the air when he kind of came down, and, man, he went right down.
And an injury timeout brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Contact your local Hub agents, Leif Olson, Josh Cattell, for your personal insurance needs. We'll check on the senior Xander Albers when we come back after this timeout on the PSP Network. 19-13 BNC Bank scoreboard. Century on top by 6. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
There you get a look at Xander Albers One of the leaders for Legacy, and he is going off gingerly.
13 points a game, 30 blocks, second in the West region. Yeah, that's big, and just defensively, he's such a presence.
Century by 6. Glenn, far side. Kellogg. Back to Wetzel. Back to Glenn. Post up Wetzel. Squares up. Forces a shot up, in and out. Rebound and a pass and a dish. Glenn gets it from Landon Schatz.
Landon Schatz gets the offensive rebound. I'm not going to say over Erickson, but he went right around him, zipped around him like a road runner, and got it and shuffled it over to Glenn for the layup.
Anthony Doppler, weak side pass for Schaefer. Century by 4. Schaefer, tough contested 3, no. Rebound tipped to Kellogg. Jackson Kellogg walking his way in. Extra pass. Shots for 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound Widener. Somebody's open. It's Kiefer Glenn down low. Up and scores.
And what a look. He came all the way across, Todd, and said, okay, I was open, but he was too far away. So he came closer, got a great look from Kellogg, and then that was a tough finish. 6 for Glenn.
19-17. Post up, Erickson, right around the defense, laid it home.
Love it. That's a great quick spin move to the baseline. Away from the double team came high. He went low away from it.
Yeah, didn't even let that double team get formed that time, did Ryan Erickson. Widener, bully ball, and finishes it.
Fade away from Widener. Thought he got hit too. First bucket of the game. Speaking of buckets, Isaiah Schaefer leading Century with almost 20 points a game, hasn't scored.
Hasn't really had a shot. He pulled one a moment ago, contested shot. Post up Erickson. Goes again. Extra pass Trahan. Now Schaefer's open. Shot fake. Sets. Cranks. No good. Rebound Erickson. Oh, boy. Oh, and then he hooked it up and he got popped in the face. And he'll shoot 2.
Got hit in the eye and just pushing his way down low. Him and Kiefer Glenn just battling so strong. I think he got it, yeah. A little right in the eye.
Kiefer Glenn. I like that sound effects right there. That was good.
I work on that, Todd. Those sound effects.
Sound like Chris Berman. Ryan Erickson, 7 points. That's how many he had the entire game last time these two teams played. Century leads 22-19.
Second foul on Kiefer Glenn, so that's big that he's got to come out.
Erickson buries them both. Hey fans, reminder at halftime. Halftime sponsor is Legacy Financial Planners. They're a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial, LLC. You can visit them online at planwithlfp.com. Planwithlfp.com. Legacy Financial Planners bringing you our halftimes on our PSP Network broadcasts. Widener pulls baseline shot. Bingo. Braden Widener, back-to-back hoops for the Sabres. And now the offense starting to get on track here with 1:40 to play first half. Open in the corner is Schaefer, fading on that 3, missed it, kept alive Trahan. Back to Schaefer. Extra pass, Erickson, jab right, go left, and in the circle was the Legacy Sabres, and Erickson will go to the line on the block.
And I think that's Kellogg as he came over just a little bit too late, and that's going to be his second team foul. Good job by Erickson again, just attacking the basket, drawing that defense.
Jackson Kellogg picks up his second.
67% free throw shooter.
Well, he's got her stuck on automatic tonight. Erickson's made 3 straight. That is not the guy that you want to get the block call on. I'm telling you right now, you're going to stand in there and take all 6'10", probably 260 for Ryan Erickson, and then you get called for a block. It's like, oh boy, why did I just do that?
So Lacombe, Kellogg, and Kiefer Glenn all have 2 personal fouls for the Sabres.
And if you missed it, Xander Elbers out with an apparent ankle injury. Little flex cut on the backside there. They got it to Knoll. Pop out to Vegas George. Oh, there's Ware with a takeaway. He's driving. He's slamming it home.
Wowie. That was a flush. Get out of his way.
2-hand slam dunk. Under a minute to play first half. Century by 6 on a pass off by Knoll. He's going to get hit. Trayton Hinderer's on for Century. Got called for that.
You know, what was as impressive as the dunk, Todd, was his speed.
Yeah.
I mean, he got the tip. There was 2 Legacy Sabres right next to him. He got out ahead of him, and actually, one guy was even in front of him. He was not going to be denied.
Oh, Vegas George, pocket pick. Nice play. Now you're going to get down on Vegas George. Yep. And he lost the handle, and then he tried to get it back. And you're going to have Century at the line. I think it's going to be Tyler Burst.
So what's Coach Mattern? I'm not quite sure. He got the call. The official said, hey, got to sit down.
Tyler Burst for Centuries. Had some nice games this season. The junior averaging just shy of 4 points a game.
This brings energy every time he's in the game.
Knocks down the free throw. And now you're going to get Derek Schlittenhardt into the game for Legacy. And immediately you get Brady Dahl back on for the Century Patriots as well.
Yeah, you don't want to get Erickson anymore. He's got 1 foul. Good job by the coach saying, all right, we don't need to get 2.
Burst with the tail end of the bonus. Got them both.
Did you say Hinderer too in?
Hinderer in, yep. Picked up a foul a moment ago. Century equals their high water mark. They lead by 8, 29-21. 40 seconds to play first half. Widener, pull up free throw line, short. Rebound Hinderer.
Hinderer looks like he just got a wig snap. He doesn't need that Sport Clips MVP haircut.
Nope, I like it too.
It looks good.
All these floppy things these kids got out there these days. Burst on the bounce. And almost a takeaway. And at last touched by Legacy.
Officials got together and said, nope, 1, you got him. You hit it.
Good job by Schlittenhardt there of just being a fly in the ointment.
Yeah. Much to the dismay of the Legacy Sabre crowd.
Century at 10 to shoot. Schaefer stepped back. Got it. Ooh, degree of difficulty high.
Schaefer is a 50% three-point shooter, and he's missed his first 3, so the odds are that was going in.
Beat the first half buzzer. Knoll can't connect. First hoop of the half for Isaiah Schaefer gives Century their biggest lead of the contest. Hey fans, our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show comes up next from Century High School tonight. Number 2 Century, the late surge, has an 11-point lead. BNC Bank scoreboard at halftime. It's Century 32, Legacy 21.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
At Prairie Rose Family Dentists, we treat our patients like family. We have 14 highly experienced dentists with incredibly caring dental teams. We have more locations, more services, and extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together We have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Now we're back at Century. Patriots lead 32-21. You get a look at the Blue Stars from the Dakota Gymnastics Academy. Little halftime entertainment as we're on our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. Do you have the right financial advisors to reach your goals? Ameriprise advisors can create a personalized goal-based plan to help prepare you for whatever life brings. If you feel more confident about your financial future, call Legacy Financial Planners and Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Contact them at 232-8886. 232-8886. Good to have the Legacy Financial Planners on for our halftime show sponsors. As low-scoring first half, late surge there, Chuck, by the Century Patriots in that first half, and it was a lot of Ryan Erickson and Anthony Doppler for the Patriots in the first 18 minutes.
Yeah, and those are two guys. I mean, Doppler had a big game last time they played at 19 points, and he's just smooth. You know, I'm not so sure he's not. You know, he does so many things well for the Patriots. Averages 17 points a game, 6 rebounds. Just this unselfish player, and I just like the. It seems like he's even matured just a tish too from last year. You know, as a sophomore, comes out, he's kind of acts more like a leader this year, it seems like, on the floor. And, yeah, he had a big first half.
The game that stood out for him was down at Bismarck High at Carguard a couple games ago, where Century avenged a loss earlier, too, and then they put Anthony Doppler on Trayson Eaglestaff and said, okay, Anthony, you might have to sacrifice a little offense tonight, but we need you to guard that guy. And he did a whale of a job that night.
Yeah, absolutely did. I mean, Eaglestaff gets his points as he normally does, but he earned every one of them, and it caused a lot of disruption, and that was absolutely, we gave him our MVP of the game as hard as he played. I think he only had like 9 points that basketball game, and that's the stuff he's doing. He's that's what you call a good teammate, right? There's games you're going to have to score, and he's surely done that this year, as he scored in double figures all but just 2 games in the season, but he's also very unselfish, averaging 3 assists a game, and you're not afraid to get in there and bang, getting 6 rebounds a game. So good first half for Doppler and for Erickson. And, really, I look at the time, it was, I think, 19:15 when Albers went out the 4:05 mark, and really things went awry at that point, as it was 13-6. They got outscored by 7 over the end of that first half. And, whether that's the team kind of going, oh, wait a minute, now what? We're going to get our points from, what's going to happen? And it was a good finish of that first half by the Patriots.
Now we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the halftime numbers. We'll give you a BNC Bank scoreboard update, and we'll set our upcoming calendar here on the PSP Network. 11-point lead for Century at halftime, and our halftime, brought to you by Legacy Financial Planners, rolls on after this break.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Now back in our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show as Century leads by 11, 32-21. And let's run through the individual numbers here in the first half.
All right, thanks, Todd. For the Sabres, 6 guys in the scoring column. Kiefer Glenn, a good first half before he sat with 2 personal fouls, as he had 3 field goals and 6 points. 5 for Landon Schatz. He had those right out of the gate, a 3 and a 2. 4 points for Brandon Widener in back-to-back deuces. Brett Lacombe got in the scoring column with 2 points, as did Jackson Kellogg, and Logan Wetzel had 2 in the first half for their 21. For the Patriots, 11 points for Anthony Doppler on 4 2-point field goals and a long 3. Should have got 3.5 for as far as that was out. And then Ryan Erickson, 5 rebounds and 10 points in the first half, as he had 3 field goals and was perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 4 for William Ware, including a monster 2-handed jam. Tyler Burst had 2. Isaiah Schaefer with a 3 late in that half. Keep an eye on that one because that sometimes gets you going. And then 2 for Connor Trahan. There was 7 lead changes in the first half as it was back and forth. It was 13-12, the last lead that the Sabres had. And then they got outscored after that, 20-10. Got outscored by 10 down the stretch. And actually, that's incorrect. Got to be more than that. It was 13-12. Okay, let's do that again. So it was 20-8. They got outscored down the stretch. Do the math. I think we are CPAs, TD. Sometimes we just turn that off when we get to the game here. But a good second 9 minutes for the Patriots as they outscored the Sabres by 10 as they lead 32-21 at halftime. I also got a couple of scores, Todd, in that first half as I have Pierre in the Governor's Cup lead the BHS Demons, the Bismarck Demons, 35-34 at half. And then just in a final, Minot girls defeat Jamestown 94-65. And then, hey, congrats Demon girls. The first ever West Region title goes to the Bismarck Demon girls.
Yeah, congratulations. As the other final that we have in, obviously the game you heard and watched right here on the PSP Network earlier, Century defeated Legacy 56-52 in WDA girls basketball. So we'll effort a few more scores. The other boys games going on tonight, you got Watford City at Turtle Mountain, Mandan at Williston, and as Chuck mentioned, the Governor's Cup here leading by 1 at halftime over Bismarck High School. Second half comes up next. Patriots by 11. Back with the second stanza after this break on the PSP Network.
Ware attacks. There's a takeaway by Eagle Staff. Eagle Staff on the open floor rises up. Oh, the one-handed rip by Trayson Eagle Staff.
Doppler gave a little bit of a look on that one, and then he went in and just whammed it with the right hand.
Oh, Eagle Staff with the rip.
Getting set for the final 18 minutes here from Century High School. Fans, have got to remind you that the PSP Network was able to acquire the broadcast rights for the WDA girls and boys basketball tournament. So PSP Network, find us and like us on social media, and you'll be able to catch wall-to-wall coverage of all the girls and boys basketball games from the WDA tournament at the Bismarck Event Center, and that'll be fun.
That'll be fun. I got a score for you. So Joe Ware, he had to struggle tonight as the major rivalry of his daughter down in Arizona as U of A, Lauren Ware, Will's big sister. They trail ASU at halftime 25-23.
Oh, yeah.
I bet she's got that one on the record somewhere in the live stream, tracking down out the internet.
Arizona State and Arizona, that's a huge rivalry. All right, here we go, getting set for the second half. Century's got Doppler, Schaefer, Trahan, Ware, and Erickson on the court. We'll set that legacy lineup when the Sabres have possession. Patriots in front of their bench in the second half. Go deep. They get it in to Erickson. Misses the shot. Tipped a couple times. Last touch by Trahan, and Legacy will have possession.
I like right out of the gate, they get the ball inside to the big guy. He got the spot he wanted, just couldn't convert.
Landon shots, Brett Lacombe, Kiefer Glenn, Logan Wetzel, Jackson Kellogg on the court for Legacy. Kiefer Glenn operating, missing everything. Ware and Erickson converge, but it's cleared by Schaefer. Sideline fast break up to Trahan. Doppler and Kellogg battling it out. They were teammates for a long time in AAU and youth basketball, now on opposite sides. Century by 11. Ooh, nice pass. Erickson drops it down low. Doppler for 2 more.
Great job. He gets double teamed. He knew somebody had to be open. He squared up, and the right-handed baseball pass down low to Doppler.
Century leads by 13. Ooh. Kellogg and Lacombe bang into each other after the missed shot by Kellogg. Oh, there's Doppler with a step. Floating shot, knocked it down.
Turned the corner hard on Lacombe and then threw up that right-handed runner.
Century by 15. Legacy could use a hoop. Lacombe to Kellogg, now in the corner to Kiefer Glenn. Pirouettes. Out to Lacombe. Lacombe forces the issue. Ooh, tough shot, kissed it home.
He said, hey, Dop, you like that teardrop you threw on? Try this one to the right-handed runner off the glass for me. Century
has their lead trimmed to 13. Doppler drops it down low. Nice pass. Erickson, extra pass to Ware, and it's poke checked out of bounds.
He wanted the dunk on that one, and good quick hands by Kellogg.
That one was going down again.
Yep. We're watching Tanner Elbers coming back, or Xander Elbers, coming back in with crutches.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for the Sabre faithful, as coming back out there is Travis and
Lucas Kupfer checked in for the first time in the game. I wonder if he put a couple halves of JV, probably.
Erickson slips a pass. Ware, layup good.
Ware is so active. Same with Doppler. Erickson gets double teamed and guys are flying to the basket. I love that, how Century's playing.
Century by 15. They flex the muscle here late in the first half and into the second half. Ooh, there's a twist and turn and a spin by Kiefer Glenn, but he couldn't finish it.
That probably got him a scholarship, a move like that, watching the quick feet.
And there goes Doppler with a layup.
Hesitation move, a little blow by, right-handed layup.
And Coach Horner wants timeout. A Hub International Insurance timeout. Call 355-3100. Ask for Michael Borman for your commercial insurance needs. Century has stretched it out to a 17-point lead, 40-23 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Do you remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with Lasik. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck Lasik is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck Lasik and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
Century led 32-21 at halftime. Patriots have stretched it out to a 40-23 lead. Jason Horner didn't like what he saw, calls timeout. Logan Wetzel, ooh, nice little slippery move right down the left side of the lane.
Yeah, just kept crab dribbling down that left side of the lane, and Trahan kept giving room, and pretty soon there was no more room to give.
As you mentioned, Chuck, Lucas Kupfer's on for the Sabres, as is Braden Widener. Century skips it cross court. Schaefer, little drop down for Erickson, and it's rifled onto there by Braden Widener.
So you got Lacombe and Widener both at 5'9". We're trying to double team him, and they went right to his chest.
Erickson double teamed in the block. Shovels it, Doppler, tough shot. Ooh, missed everything, and on the weak side, you're going to get a foul on somebody for Century. Looks like it's going on William Ware, yep.
Well, of course, you can see his reaction. He is laughing. Good box out by Braden, excuse me.
Century by 15. Kiefer Glenn in the short corner. Goes into the spin cycle, nowhere to go. Comes back out to Wetzel. Handoff Kupfer. Extra pass, Glenn. Spins, shoots, blocked by Trahan.
With Trahan, he's sneaky long.
Century. Doppler pulls, baseline shot, no good. Ware holding both hands up. Rebound, put back. No, he's blocked. Here comes Kiefer Glenn, coast to coast. Oh, that's erased by Ryan Erickson.
Oh, and he's shaking his head. I didn't like that part of it, that he's shaking his head like, get that away. But that was athletic right there. Came back, had a great block off the glass.
Ware, contorting and finishing.
He is so athletic, TD. I mean, he is a guy that has an opportunity to me to play at another level at his game because he's going to keep going higher and higher.
William Ware's got 8. Century leads by 17.
Just a junior. Same with Erickson. Same with Doppler.
Oh, nice little give and go. Wetzel to Glenn, back to Wetzel.
Back-to-back buckets for Logan Wetzel after he hit the first basket of the game.
42-17, Century by 15 here in the second half. 13-19 to play in the contest. Quiet game for Isaiah Schaefer. Right on cue, he pulls for 3, short. Rebound, Doppler poked away from behind, cleared by Century. Come cross court to Schaefer. Not Aware. 28-foot line to Trahan. Couple bounces to the baseline. Ooh, how did he get that pass through to Ware? Ooh. And somehow Ware collected it, got fouled by Logan Wetzel.
Almost like he went, out of bounds as he was leaning out of bounds and had a perfect pass just to barely get in bounds and to Ware. One of those, if you were in tennis, it'd be the shot around the net that still counts.
Yeah.
I have a question, TD. So how many pairs of shoes did you have in high school when you played basketball?
Oh, man.
I
was lucky
year.
I was lucky to get one pair a season.
I mean, you watch these kids nowadays. Every time I do a game, somebody's got a new pair of shoes, and it isn't like they give them away.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I asked Mitch Vig on the hockey broadcast the other night because somebody broke a stick. I'm saying, you got a lot of kids in hockey. How much are sticks nowadays? And he's like, way too much.
Yeah, exactly. Got to buy them by the gross, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like about $200 or $250, something along that level.
Yeah, that's about exactly
those
what they're
aluminum sticks.
William Ware gets 1 of 2 from the line. Forcing the issue is Kellogg. Tipped by Lacombe. Oh, went amongst the trees. Lacombe finishes it.
5'9", shows his jumping ability. Gets way up there. The power move.
Did a little power flex after he finished that one in amongst the big fellas. Doppler. Cross-court pass. Schaefer. Ooh, nice defense there by Lacombe. Doppler fires it down low. Brady Dahl hooks it in and one.
Doppler with the two-handed. He's the one who gave the muscle shot, but he gave it because, first of all, the good assist, and then the great finish by Dahl with the right-handed jump hook.
Brady Dahl, the senior, hadn't played basketball in a couple years. Had to come out and help his teammate after a good football season. Dahl gets the and one.
He did not think that was going in.
Nope.
He had beat almost everybody, wanted the rebound. It just kind of hung in the air and went in. He had the biggest smile.
Yeah, he had the big old grin on his face. Chase Knoll near side. Off to Widener. Almost poked away. Ooh, nice backdoor pass. Knoll missed the layup. Kellogg banging for a rebound, and they say he traveled.
That's hard to get a travel as he got ran into by Brady Dahl. Kellogg goes down, and the official, I don't know. It looked like it was a 50-50 ball. You know what I mean? That's hard to call it, but it's also hard not to call it.
Schaefer shot faking. Out to Trahan right through the wickets. Almost at the timeline. They save it over and back. Doppler pulls up for 3. Nope, short. Long rebound. Ricochets out of bounds into the Century bench, and it'll be Legacy basketball.
Coach Manor didn't like that one. Kind of gave him that stink eye across, and Doppler just didn't even look over at him like all good basketball players do. When they make a mistake, do not look at your coach.
Post up Wetzel. Double team comes from Century. Out to Knoll. Century scrambling.
Man.
Short corner, Kellogg, and there's going to be a block foul on Brady Dahl.
Well, you knew that was coming. Next time those two ran into each other.
My fans, our upcoming action on the PSP Network. You got Jamestown at Minot boys basketball tomorrow, along with the conclusion of the District 12 girls tournament. Monday night, we got Watford City at Minot boys basketball. Tuesday night, in the grand city of Wilton. Flasher at Wilton Wing.
Wilton Wing, after a dismal holiday tournament, they are sure playing well.
As Chase Knoll finishes his first 2 of the night.
Chase Knoll, mom Joan Hamron Knoll in front of us, cheering him on as the Florida All-American track athlete. I think she was an All-Stater too back in the day for the Demons.
Knoll got his first 2, and now Legacy forces a timeout. Yeah, you mentioned Wilton Wing, Chuck. They lost all 3 games at the Mandan Holiday Tournament. They won every game before that, and they haven't lost since. So,
well, go figure.
Yeah, I think when Scott Wolf saw us come into the gym up at Turtle Lake, he was like, no, guys, you're not our bad luck charm this year.
Oh, tomorrow he's not going to let you in, or Tuesday he's not going to let you in.
We've already erased that.
Okay, so you're okay.
Central McLean, yep.
Okay. Was that even a contest?
No, they abused. Okay.
That one may not count. This one might be a little more. As Flasher, they're got to be ranked. Are they 3 or 4 or something like that?
Yeah, they're up to 5th, in the B poll, and they're in a dogfight right now over at Shiloh Christian tonight. A ranked matchup there. Legacy, it's a pull-up on the right wing from Jackson Kellogg. Off the back iron, 1 and done for the Sabres. Tyler Burst into the front court. Poked away from behind. Nice play for Widener. Here comes Wetzel. Gets it off to Shots. Tried to finish, and he does.
Good, tough defense, too, there by Hinderer. But, boy, great finish by Landon Shots. On that left side, almost like a two-handed finish.
Down to a 13-point lead. 46-13, Century on top. Even 10 minutes to play in the contest. Schaefer pulls, left corner, deep 3. No, rebound Kellogg. Here comes a developing 3-on-2. Sabres, Kellogg throws it away.
Yeah, that Euro pass is going to put that away. A couple of those haven't worked very well for him.
Yep, got caught, jumping up in the air with nowhere to go. Tyler Burst was open for a 3, didn't take it, drives in, knocks down a 15-footer, but he got bellied into.
I think it was on the floor, yep.
Braden Widener picks up the personal.
This is what the Sabres do, though. There's periods they just look gross.
Yep.
And then somehow they just kind of hang in there. 13 points is not an insurmountable lead at all.
No, they're down 17 on Minot on Monday and came all the way back. Defense kind of fell asleep there as Erickson got an inbounds and scored it.
He didn't even jump. He just stepped into Kellogg.
Oh, there's a finish in transition by Lucas Kupfer. The lanky left-hander finishes that one over Erickson. Nice play. And a timeout on the floor. We'll break. 48-35, Century on top of Legacy with 9:25 to play in the game. We're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
And a final score in from across town at Shiloh. Shiloh wins over Flasher 55-47. Skyhawks take care of the Bulldogs tonight in Class B Region 5 boys basketball. Little step back. Yeah. Dirk Nowitzki move for Erickson. No good. Century on top by 13. Legacy, a couple hoops. They're right back into this thing. Killer crossover, and there goes Wetzel to the tin.
Yeah, Wetzel. 6 points the second half, 8 for the game. And I love the crossover and then that finish. He actually jumped off his left foot and finished with the left hand.
Post up Erickson. Cross-court pass wide open. Schaefer steps in, 15-footer, bangs it home.
Schaefer's kind of struggled from the 3, so what smart players do is, okay, let me get a little closer. Nice ball fake. Got to the baseline. Hit a 15-footer.
Kellogg leaves it for Kupfer, who lost his footing. Now Doppler in transition, trying to draw a foul, and he does. As Anthony Doppler is going to shoot a couple.
Yeah, no freebies there. Good hustle by Logan Wetzel, the senior. Good hard foul. Congratulations to Trayson Eaglestaff tonight, TD, as he breaks the all-time Bismarck High scoring record, 1,384 points. I think it was Tom Petrick that owned that one. It's Jim Petrick's father.
I say that was a non-shooting foul. Oh, they leave Erickson. Missed it. Got it back again. Count it. And one.
He's just working on his rebounds stats, Todd.
He's doing the old Moses Malone.
Just throw it up. 1, 2, 3. All right, let me get another rebound put back. I get 3 offensive rebounds on that one.
That's how you get 12 rebounds a night, is you miss a couple bunnies like that. You get those offensive putbacks. Erickson can't get the old-fashioned three-point play, however. Century leads by 15. And there goes Lacombe. Yeah, block. Hoop in the arm.
And go right at Isaiah Schaefer. You know, they got some of these guys, Schatz, Widener, Lacombe. I mean, they're kind of, you know, I didn't know much about those guys coming in this season, Todd, and I am really impressed with how hard these kids play.
Yeah, Lacombe up to 10 points now on the night. He'll go for the and one. And he gets it. 3 the hard way. And that's down to a dozen. Still a lot of time to play here.
This won't go away.
Legacy without Xander Albers. Sticking right with number 2 Century. And now the Patriots just about turn it over. Tiptoeing the sidelines was William Ware. Schaefer's going to get a double high screen. Comes into the baseline. Oh, and he's just going to fire a shot up. Missed it. Trahan rebound, and he's fouled. Oh, man, that's, again, we said it in the first game, Chuck. It's the hardest shot to box out for because you just don't anticipate the air ball. But on that 4th shot, you probably should have anticipated an air ball.
He got stuck in the corner, and just tremendous defense by Lacombe in the corner. Just throws up a shot, a wing and a prayer. But good hustle by Trahan, almost like he knew, hey, that thing's going to be short. He just beelined to the strong side block.
Lucas Kupfer picks up the personal foul, his second. He comes off, Kiefer Glenn on. Trahan missed the first. Senior sets the second. Oh, missed them both. Empty trip for the Patriots. 52-40, Century on top by a dozen. Kellogg attacking, turning the corner, scoring.
Man, they just keep hanging around. Kellogg, he's been kind of quiet tonight, so look for him to step it up.
Down to 10. And Legacy's energized on the defensive end. Pulling up. Tough shot. Doppler knocks it down.
So good from the mid-range. Snap, crossover, pull up again over the top of the much smaller Landon Schatz.
And you forget he's 6'5".
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's so good with his handles, you just don't realize.
Glenn, tough shot over 6'10" Erickson. He missed everything. Century with a stop. They lead by 14. Oh, Erickson deep, 3. There's a rebound. Doppler scored it.
Doppler, another good hustle play there as the 27-foot unadvised three-point attempt for Erickson.
Happiest guy in that play was Ryan Erickson.
He said, hey, that's an assist. It's just a rainbow assist.
Hey, there's a nice dribble drive. And Brett Lacombe, the big night for him, continues. And Darren Mattern doesn't like it, and he calls a timeout. Timeouts, as always, on the PSP Network, brought to you by Hub International Insurance. You can call them today for all your personal and business insurance needs. They're located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in North Bismarck. 12-point lead for Century, 6:34 to play in the contest. We're back to Lynette Olson Gymnasium after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
1. And there's a live broadcast tonight on the PSP Network. Thanks to Ben Lerbick as we came on the air tonight as a quick call in to Casey Mueller, one of the IT gurus for the Bismarck Public School District. Little internet problem here on the jack, and they took care of it. Lickety split. Just right? All right, Century out of the Darren Mattern timeout, leads by a dozen. 6.5 and counting to play in the contest. Century goes cross court to William Ware. Handoff to Schaefer. Screen and roll from the wing. Schaefer bellied into the corner. Now he's got nowhere to go, and a reach-in foul.
Boy, bailed him out there bad. Totally bailed him out. He was stuck in the corner, nowhere to go there. Stepped through into the defense. He's the one who drew the contact.
Coach Horner did a stomp after that call. He was like...
He went from 0 to 60 all the way from the 28-foot line down to the baseline.
Bonus free throw for Schaefer. Ooh, in and out and back in.
He still can't believe it. If the one thing the officials do that are smart, the one who makes the call, if it's controversial, they go as far away as possible.
Schaefer gets them both. Well, and from Legacy standpoint, they executed their defensive plan exactly.
Yeah.
Screen for Braden Widener, air banked it. Rebound, pinballs into the hands of William Ware. What I mean by that is Erickson set a screen, they come off it, and they hedged it, and they immediately double-teamed the guy who came off that screen. They did it exactly the way they wanted to. And then they got called for a foul. Schaefer jab steps into some room. Trahan catch and fire. Three ball, ring it up.
You can't leave him open, and they have not given him any good looks from the three, but that was a wide open look. He's buried 31 in the season.
Lacombe right to the 10, and he's fouled on the way in. Slaps his hands like, boy, I could have finished that one too, but it's going to be fouled there by Isaiah Schaefer.
Totally a foul. That wasn't even a question that he fouled him.
Third personal on Schaefer.
He's coming over to the Coach Mattern saying, hey, this is what you got to do. Got to square yourself up. Got to beat him to the spot.
Hey, we're still working and waiting for that first kid of the season that gets a foul called on him and raises his hand.
We thought we had it tonight.
We had somebody like nodding, like, yeah, I fouled him.
But, Doppler.
Yep.
But he didn't put the hand above the head.
I mean, I'm talking huge props are coming. If you
we are taking somebody out to dinner.
if you pull that off, I don't even care if you fake it.
If you don't believe in it.
You don't even
believe it.
Yeah, but if you get a foul called on, you raise your hand.
We got you to PSP.
That's right.
We'll take you to dinner.
It just shows respect. Please do it. Somebody. At some point in time, do it. Oh, tip pass. And you're going to get a reach-in foul on Legacy there.
Oh, boy.
Again, see, this is hard because Legacy executed their defensive plan again, and they get called for a foul.
I mean, those two guys were in the right place. Who did they call that on?
Kellogg got his fourth.
What?
And Ware buries the free throw.
Oh, boy. Those last two calls are some of the tough ones. And maybe you watch it, they're calls. It's hard to tell, but like you said, you're in the defensive position the way you're supposed to, and you got two guys, and one guy somehow splits those two guys, and they call him for a foul. Was it Ware, right? He made them both?
Three-pointer for Wetzel. And what's doubly painful for Legacy, I'm sure, tonight is how many free throws you got Legacy shooting tonight, Chuck? I got them shooting one.
Let's see. They've shot 2-3. I think that Lacombe is 2 for 3 from the free throw line, right?
Okay.
I missed that one.
William Ware off a nice feed from Anthony Doppler.
Okay.
Nice second half brewing here for William Ware. Century leads by 20. Yep, I think I missed those two.
But still, we talked about free throws before the game. You got to get to the line.
Yep.
And then we talked about scoring. They haven't done either one particularly well.
Jackson Kellogg missed a pretty easy one there with his right hand, his offhand, and Century wants timeout. 4:21 to play in the game, and a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Patriots by 20. Come back with the conclusion of this one on the PSP Network. There's a look inside the Legacy Sabre huddle. Coach Jason Horner coaching up the Sabres. You also see Xander Albers there with crutches beside him.
Yeah, the 4:05 mark of the first half. He went down with that ankle injury. They were trailing 19-15 at the time. I mean, it's a valiant effort. These guys the guys off the bench have played great. I mean, even Lacombe has really stepped up on the offensive side.
Legacy was down by 17, 18 points, cut it to 10.
Yep.
And then Century has answered like good teams do.
40-23, I think was the high water mark.
Double team on the post, cross-court pass. Doppler steps into a shot, short. Rebound, Kellogg. 4 minutes to play in the contest. Jackson Kellogg into the lane. Wetzel frees him some space, missed the shot, rebound off a burst, saved by Widener. Back to Lacombe. Wetzel, quick reversal. Kellogg to Glenn. Widener scored it.
Between Widener and Lacombe, they've done a really good job driving against the Patriots.
Almost a takeaway there by Kiefer Glenn. Anthony Doppler is going to be double teamed. Gets it off to Burst. Now to Erickson. One dribble, Erickson hammers into...
Oh, he's going to check to say, hey, where were his feet?
Yeah.
Looked at the official. Good job by the officials getting together and saying, hey, are the feet okay?
They both had the closed fist, and so that's going to equal a charge. And those nonverbal communications between the Zebras. And they did a good job, as you said, making sure that the defender was outside the half moon. Ryan Erickson picks up his second personal. Lucas Kupfer with Century ahead by 18 here, 65-47. Patriots look like they're going to sweep the regular season series with the Sabres.
Probably move on and rank number one team in the state after that.
Braden Widener.
A little bank shot.
With the three-point kiss.
The bank is open. But yeah, because the Minot Magicians lose yesterday to Jamestown, the boys. So the Patriots, if they hang on here, got a good chance of being number one next week.
Almost taken away by the Sabres. They poked it out of
double dribble, right?
Erickson's hands, yep. And now you do get the double dribble. Trahan will come back on along with William Ware with 2:45 to play in the contest. Reminder of upcoming action. Boys basketball action tomorrow, Jamestown at Minot. Monday night, you get Watford City at Minot. Tuesday night, Class B boys basketball, Flasher at Wilton Wing. Next Thursday, Minot at Century in boys basketball. That'll be a doozy.
That'll be a good one. Is that a makeup game, right?
Yep.
And the following Tuesday is the makeup game for the girls.
Lacombe, deep three, in and out. Oh, rebound, almost into the hands of Lucas Kupfer, but is cleared by Anthony Doppler. 2:20 and counting, and now Century's going to put her into the icebox. And there goes Erickson, slipping and scoring.
There's the Euro step. Goes right, zigzags back to the left. When you're 6'10", you basically can cover all the way across the lane.
Oh, and now he gets a steal. And then he steals it right back.
Well, wanted to show his dribbling ability.
Kellogg through the defense, scored it. Jackson Kellogg with 6. Ryan Erickson with 16 for Century. Now it's pinballed off of Kellogg's leg. Century's got 4 seconds to get it over the timeline. Just throw it up to Trahan here. Oh, now they're going to get some perspiration off the floor. Reminder after the game, you can stay tuned for our planning team financial advisors post-game show. We'll get player interviews.
Ooh, this is going to be tricky, TD.
Word with the coaches. Chuck's loosening up his legs.
Why?
As a missed shot by Century turns into a 3 on the other end for Widener. Ring it up.
Widener, trail 3.
He's got a dozen.
Still 12.
It's back to 12.
It's not over.
It was
18.
It was 18. I was part of a comeback once, down 12 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. So a few more than this, and we won the game by 4.
Okay.
So it can and crazier things have happened, I guarantee you that. But Timeout on the Floor brought to you by Hub International Insurance. A reminder, as part of our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show, Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. Bring you our move of the game tonight. Brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Hey, our thanks to the Medicine Shop of Bismarck for bringing you tonight's game. Proud to support local athletes at the Medicine Shop. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic of Bismarck, where they offer more than just basic adjustments of the spine. You can find them online at chuppy.com. Also brought to you tonight in part by Tires Plus. When you're shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. Visit them online at tiresplus.com. And last but not least, tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air.
Ooh.
No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Legacy with a takeaway. Sabres have it, down by a dozen. And there goes Kellogg, layup, good. Down to 10.
Steal and a drive. Spin shot put up by Kellogg.
Double team at the timeline. Schaefer rips through it. Gets it off to Trahan. Century just running some clock. Ooh, they almost turned it over. Dangerous pass there, as now Century's in that mode where they think they're going to get fouled, but they're just playing keep away for a few seconds here, burning some clock. Patriots lead by 10. Trahan, straight away Doppler, step in, elbow jumper, got another one.
Big shot there. Shot clock almost off. What a great possession. Finished off by the 15-foot jump shot.
Wetzel trying to create. To Lacombe. Baseline dribble drive. Straight away Widener for three. Yes!
Assist by Lacombe. Widener had his feet set. Boy, 3 threes in about 5 possessions for Widener.
And Legacy just burnt their final timeout. Now to a 9-point game. And it's the 32nd timeout, so we'll just keep this right here. Again, upcoming Class A basketball action. We will have Minot at Century next Thursday. It'll be right here at Lynette Olson Gymnasium. It could be number 1 versus number 2. We'll see how the next poll comes out. But Minot's got a game tomorrow against Jamestown at home, and Minot's got a game against Watford City. Century's got a game next Tuesday against St. Mary's. So still things to settle out before the next poll comes out as Minot leads the way in the WDA. Check that, Minot and Century tied at 13-2, so they're tied atop the standings with Bismarck High lurking right behind them at 14-3. Century here leads by 9 late with just 38 seconds to play. Hey, we can't. No chuckling, John. No chuckling.
Holding the table as I'm trying to get out. Thank God John didn't have the camera on me on that one. I used to be athletic.
John said he thought about putting ISO on you. To the timeline comes Century. Erickson comes to Schaefer. And Legacy's trying to foul.
Are they?
I think. Maybe they're trying to steal it without fouling. And now Kellogg's going to give up his 5th. Jackson Kellogg will foul out of the game with 8 points tonight. (69-60). Century on top by 9. Now we mentioned Century's next action. Both the boys and girls will be hosting St. Mary's next Tuesday night. Next action for the Legacy Sabres will be next Tuesday night as well. And they will be hosting the Jamestown Blue Jays. Doppler missed the first, knocks down the second. Big game here for Anthony Doppler. He has been the story. There goes Lacombe. Ooh, short on the shot. Now we're down to 10, down to 12. And Legacy's going to settle back, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and you got a final score. On your BNC Bank scoreboard, the Century Patriots victorious tonight, 70-60. Century improves to 15-2 overall, and they're 14-2 in conference play. Legacy will fall to 9-10, and they're an even 9-9 in conference play as Central will have at least a share of the WDA lead as we welcome you now to our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work towards financial freedom. All right, let's set it down courtside. Take it away, Chuck Claremont.
All right, thanks, Todd. It was a battle, and you knew every time you play Legacy, it seems like it's a battle, but I just like your team, just steady Eddie kind of today.
Yeah, I thought, I think both teams were playing so hard defensively, it was very difficult to score early on, and to be honest with you, I wasn't sure if any team was going to get to 20 for a while there, but, both teams obviously know each other really well. These kids play against each other so much, so obviously everybody knows each other's tendencies, so we knew it was going to be a difficult time trying to score the ball, but I think we got some easy baskets, and then we got out in transition a little bit and kind of got a lead, and, I think our defense was able to build off that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a defensive effort all around, and obviously when you got the bigs in Ware and in Erickson, it kind of lets your guards be a little bit more maybe aggressive defensively.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you got size in the back end, you can take a few more chances, but to be honest with you, Chuck, our team is going to come down to can we keep guys out of the paint? And that's across the board with our entire basketball team. Because at tournament time, you're going to be on an island, and it comes down to at the end of the shot clock, can you contain your guy? Can you keep him out of the paint? And, we had a 20-point lead down the stretch here, and, they got to the rim probably 4, 5, 6 times in a row, and, we got to clean that up and get better at that.
And what an advantage for you guys, too, that you have so many guys that can score. Tonight they kind of took Isaiah out. They said, hey, you're not getting any easy threes on us, but other guys stepped up.
Well, I think anytime you're a good basketball team, you got to have 4 or 5 guys be able to score in double figures, and I think the last month that's the way we played, and, Isaiah's got to realize, it's hard to shoot it at a high clip every night, and he's got to bring other things to the table if he doesn't shoot it well, and, we feel he can do that, and, the biggest thing is just we're looking for improvement down the stretch here.
Well, down the stretch, not too many games left, Coach. Minot gets knocked off. You guys most likely will be number 1 in the poll next week, and for you guys, I mean, you said improve. How much you got to improve?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, you look at our week next week, St. Mary's, Minot and Amanda on 3 games in 1 week, and, the thing I like about that, Chuck, is it simulates a WDA tournament. There's not many opportunities you can play 3 games in a row or 3 games in 4 days in this case, so we'll look at that as a learning experience, and the biggest thing is you just got to clean up the little things, and we got to watch the film and try to get better at the little things and tighten some of that stuff up, and at the end of the day, it's like I said, it's winding down, and sooner than later, it's going to be March Madness.
It'll be a big week. Congratulations, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Ryan, step on in here, buddy. Good job, Ryan. I got to talk about you, too. We've just talked so much about your game this season. It seems like rebounding is something you have really stepped up on. When the ball goes to the board, you are just going out and getting it.
Yeah, I think I made an emphasis at the start of the season just to go crash every possession and give my team extra opportunities.
And one thing, too, I thought where you've improved tremendously, even against Legacy the first time they played you, they double-teamed you. I thought you struggled a little bit against the double team, and, man, over the last month since then, you've really kind of calmed down when you got double team. You've scored up. You've made some really good passes.
Yeah, I think just my teammates having faith in me and giving me the ball, and then me being patient and taking my time down there really helped.
How fun is it for you to play against these teams? You guys are young, but you don't play young anymore. You're juniors, but you're playing. You're competing. You're going to be number 1 next week. And, give us a little insight on how this season has been for you.
Yeah, I think we really matured from last year. And I think it's fun playing with those guys. We're a tight family. And we got some things to work on still, but it's been pretty good.
Yeah, and for you, just inside, you got to feel they can't single cover you inside anymore, right?
Yeah, that gives a lot of opportunities to my teammates and my shooters just to, get open shots.
Yeah, great win tonight. Congratulations, Ben.
Thank you.
All right, hey, it's hard looking up to a guy when I'm 6'4", and I'm not exactly small, and, man, I'm looking right into his chin. That was Ryan Erickson. Back up to you, TD.
Yeah, well done. The young man's a mountain out there. Ryan Erickson, another big game tonight, 16 points, one of the leaders for the Century Patriots as the Patriots win this one by 10. And our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show rolls on from Century High School. We come back, we'll give you our player of the game, bring you the move of the game, give you a BNC scoreboard update, and take a look at our upcoming schedule on the PSP Network. Be sure to like us and follow us on the social media channels so you can stay tuned with everything that's current and up to date at the PSP Network. Final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard, Century victorious 70-60 over the Legacy Sabres Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame rolls on after this timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
All right, back at Century High School, putting a wrap on this PSP Network broadcast for you tonight. High school WDA basketball, doubleheader tonight, swept by the Century Patriots. Century wins the girls' game by 4 and the boys' game by 10. And we welcome you back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Whether looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. All right, Chuck, a few things to take care of here on our postgame show. First off, let's dive into the numbers. Big night tonight from Anthony Doppler. Leads the Century Patriots to victory number 15 on the season.
Yeah, first off for the Sabres, as they had 2 guys in double figures. Braden Widener, big game for him. He had 3 threes, finished with 15 points. I had him, Brett Lacombe, with 12 in double figures. Jackson Kellogg and Logan Wetzel each had 8. 7 for Landon Schatz, 6 for Kiefer Glenn, 2 for Chase Knoll, and 2 for Lucas Kupfer. And then one thing everybody to know, there's that Xander Elbers, he did not score. He went out at the 4:05 mark. He's on crutches. Hopefully for him that it's just one of those ankle injuries that he can ice it and recover and be back by West Region surely at the latest. So leading scorer was Braden Widener with 15 and Brett Lacombe with 12 for their total of 60. For the Patriots, they had 3 in the double-figure scoring column. Anthony Doppler just consistent throughout. 24 points, 11 in the first half. He had 6 in the first 9 minutes, 5 in the second 9, 6 in the third 9, and 7 in the fourth 9. Pretty consistent there for Anthony Doppler. Ryan Erickson had 16 points in a big night for him. William Ware also in double figures, 13 for him, 7 for Isaiah Schaefer, 5 for Connor Trahan, 3 for Brady Dahl, and Tyler Burst with a bucket for their total of 70 points. We had 7 lead changes in the first 9 minutes, in the first 9 minutes of the first half. It's all right.
That's my bad.
That's okay. And then, ultimately, Century just kind of took that 11-point lead at half. The Legacy stayed around, as evidenced by the 70-60 score. But, bottom line is they never got close enough, really, for Century to, I think, get too crazy concerned. It was never, really never a 10-point. It was pretty much a 10-point basket the whole game. So they finished with 70-60, Century victorious.
Next action for Century, they'll be hosting St. Mary's next Tuesday night. Both the boys and girls. Next action for the Legacy Sabres, they will be hosting Jamestown next Tuesday night. All right, a couple things to take care of for us on our post-game show. We'll give you a BNC scoreboard update here in just a moment. But first, it's our Move of the Game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage, where they focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Take care of your move, the comprehensive step of proactive checks, double checks, and ongoing communications to make sure every step of your move is taken care of along the way. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find Jobbers online at jobberswarehouse.com. All right, Chuck, tonight's Jobbers Move of the Game is?
Well, I feel we're giving too much love to dunks, but, man, that was one of the most impressive dunks we've had of the season. As it was a steal from William Ware at about the 28-foot line, maybe even just outside the three-point line. And he basically took off. He had one guy in front of him, maybe he was wider to his left. He was hell-bent for election. He was ready for a dunk. He goes up with two hands. He dunks it. His head is right up by the rim. He brings his feet up. That's a big boy dunk right there. And that's the steal and the execution of the two-handed flush for William Ware is clearly our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game.
It was so impressive because it was contested. Right?
It was a guy right there.
It was a contested dunk over somebody, and you don't see those every night of the week, and it's been seemingly a weekly basis for us here on the PSP Network. We got so many highlights with dunks, it's unbelievable. All right, William Ware's dunk tonight is your Jobbers Move of the Game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage, where they can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. All right, here's the finals we have in on our BNC National Bank scoreboard update. Girls finals, you got Minot in the WDA defeating Jamestown 94-65. You saw the game earlier here on the PSP Network. Century outlasted Legacy 52-56. And that's the only two finals we have in on BNC scoreboard on the WDA side. Boys finals, Mandan defeated Williston. We do not have a final scoring on that one quite yet. And Bismarck High with a nice win as they took care of Pierre tonight in the Governor's Cup. What is it, 73-60 or
73-60?
73-60 on a big night again for Trayson Eaglestaff for the Bismarck Demons.
43 points, I think, or 42 maybe, something like that.
Yeah, that'll get it done.
40 plus.
Of course, here Century, they wins the boys game by 10. All right, last thing for us is to bring you our player of the game. Sport Clips brings you tonight's MVP of the matchup. They're located at South 3rd Street, 411 South 3rd Street, and they're home of the MVP haircut experience. Tonight's Sports Clips MVP of the game is?
Well, we touched on that with Anthony Doppler. You talk about consistency throughout. Every 9 minutes, the guy was scoring 5, 6, 7 points, and just floor general out there, playing great defense, hitting the shots, and not on volume. He scored 24 points on quality looks tonight, and I guarantee he probably had 5 assists, probably had 6 rebounds. Just a stellar all-around game for the junior Anthony Doppler. He is our Sport Clips MVP of the game.
Yeah, and probably the most impressive ones were those ones late in the game where Century's icing the clock down, and he run the clock all the way down, and he hits a kind of a step back or a step in 15-footer and knocks down those shots. Just clutch for Anthony Doppler tonight. He's your player of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP like the MVP haircut experience at Sport Clips. They're located at 411 South 3rd Street in Bismarck, and they bring you player of the game after all of our PSP Network broadcasts. All right, upcoming schedule on the PSP Network looks like this. Tomorrow you got the conclusion of the District 12 girls basketball tournament, and you got Jamestown at Minot in boys basketball. Monday night we'll be at the Magic City campus for Watford City and Minot. Tuesday night, Class B Region 5 basketball is on the air. Flasher at Wilton Wing. Thursday, we got postseason action, the WDA hockey tournament, and we should have a doozy from right here at Century. Minot High in town to take on the Century boys. That's our next Class A basketball broadcast. Minot at Century next Thursday night. You can catch it live and direct right here on the PSP Network. All right, that'll put a wrap on our broadcast tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC National Bank, who brings you our scoreboard. Our timeout sponsors, Hub International Insurance. Halftime sponsor, Legacy Financial Planners. Postgame brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors. Player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. And our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. And then we have Medicine Shop, Tires Plus, Chuppy Clinic, and Northern Plains Heating and Air, all in-game sponsors for us on the PSP Network. For our producer tonight was Brandon Beater, our camera operator John Haugen, my partner Chuck Claremont. Todd Domery is repeating your final scores. It's a Century sweep tonight. Century girls win it 56-52, and the Century boys complete the tandem of wins for Century 70-60. The boys win it by 10 over the Sabres. Put a wrap on our broadcast tonight. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, so long from Century High School in Bismarck.
Where attacks, there's a takeaway by Eagle Staff. Eagle Staff on the open floor rises up. Oh, the one-handed rip by Trayson Eagle Staff.
Doppler gave a little bit of a look on that one, and then he went in and just whammed it with the right hand.
Oh, Eagle Staff with the rip.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by